gamers, and welcome in. Let me do some adjusting to some audio levels here, and we'll be well on our way to doing a stream. So tonight, the fun thing about tonight, it is, first of all, it's the second week in a row. We're starting on our second week fully back streaming. And I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited that for 4 stream days in a row, and I know I'm gonna jinx it. I just know that I'm gonna jinx it by saying so. But you gotta celebrate your victories. I am nothing if not a man, rat, thing who's capable of celebrating his own success. Okay, so I just want to get out of the way that, like, I'm very happy to be sitting here for, like, the 4th stream in a row where I don't really, well, 5th technically if you include the Friday before, which also was an on-time stream. But, you know, the 5th stream in a row, technically, where I'm able to come over here without egg on my face and just sort of, you know, be like, on a normal schedule and here. So, Now that we've sort of established our schedule, I want to, like, drive hard into working into improving the streams in as many ways as possible. And one of the things I've noticed, right, before we get on with it, is one of the things that I got a piece of advice about was liquids. Liquids are very, very, very important for stream. Liquids and breaks. So I haven't been taking my breaks like I should. I mean, I've been taking a break on the hour, but it's usually, like, a break long enough to, like, stand up for a second or go to the bathroom quickly and, like, sprinting back. So really, like, no time at all away. And that's not to say I want to take longer breaks, but, like, the more important thing here is liquids, right? So one person recommended that I stay hydrated as much as possible. So I've got a bottled water here, and that'll keep me hydrated. And then, someone else recommended caffeine, because I noticed that at about, like, the 2-hour mark, I'm just splatted out, dude, when it comes to streaming. I'm just, like, out of my goddamn mind if I think I'm gonna make it much further, you know? And so, I was like, what can I do about that? Performance-enhancing drugs! I've got a can of, like, Sonic G Fuel, and I'm gonna see if that, like, does me any good over the course of this stream. So wish me luck. I'm gonna take a sip real quick before we get started here. Ooh, peachy. Very, very peachy. Anyway, onward with the stream, I think. Onward with the stream. Boy, do I feel like a real gamer now. I've peeped game. I'm locked in. Let's play some Minecraft. So where we last left off, I'd built a little bit of a mob spawner. Now, I say a little bit of a mob spawner. It's a considerable mob spawner, in my opinion. Like, you just barely make it out on the horizon there. But, like, it's a 2-level high mob spawner. I want to expand that at some point. I just figured 2 levels would be a good enough starting point for myself. It's night currently. Can we do anything about that? Yes, we can. No monsters around. Wouldn't you fucking believe it? Yeah, let's go. Okay, so try the Sonic one too, because I want to save the Pac-Man one for later. Okie doke. What was I doing? Right. So today I want to get some grind in. Like, I want to do a little bit of a grind. I think. That's something I want for sure. Oh, I already had some in there. I could have just thrown this in with that. I want to do a little bit of grinding. But because, like, we need more diamond. I want to get more diamond. I want to make sure I have a nice stockpile of iron. You know, I wanna do that. But more importantly, I want to work on, oh god, the arrow is still stuck in the door from last time. I figured once I closed the game and reopened it, it would despawn. But I suppose not. Speaking of not despawning, get out of here, leaves. Be gone. Okay, so I want to start by making, like, a bridge from, like, right here over, but I don't want to, I don't want to, like, I don't want to go and start making the perfect diagonal bridge and then messing it up because it's not technically the perfect diagonal. So I'm gonna start on a diagonal here and then we'll see if it lines up. And if it doesn't, I've got a couple other ideas in mind for how we can cross this without completely overdoing it. Well, if I had the dirt for it. Yeah, it seems like as a diagonal, I'm gonna miss a little bit. That seems like where I'm headed, right? This doesn't seem like... Okay, so let's... Perfectly diagonal this way? Yeah, no way do I make that. Like, zero shot am I gonna get far enough along with a perfect diagonal. Okay, well, I've got a backup plan. So it's not the shadows aren't updating. That's so weird. That's so weird that the shadows aren't updating. Like, that's... Are they updating on the grass at least? Yeah, they look fine on the grass. I do not know what's happening over the water. But hey, it makes it easier for me, because now I can more easily trace where the dirt is in the water. So I can reacquire any that I may have lost in the move over. Gosh, I forget how, like, awful swimming is in this version. Oh, it's because I'm holding shift. Oh, I'm an idiot. Also, items sink. So if I want that dirt back, I'm gonna have to hit the bottom, huh? Yeah, I think that'll do it, though. Yep. That's all my dirt back. Well, that's the majority of it back. Which is really all I can ask for if you think about it. So I'm thinking a weird, like, wonky bridge that starts out here, right? And goes straight for an amount of blocks and then hits a diagonal. Now, I want to have... I want it to go straight, hit a diagonal, and then go straight again. So it looks like a zigzag almost. But I fear that won't look very good if I don't space it properly. So here's how I'm gonna manage that. I'm gonna see what I can do about... Oh, here, let's... Oh, grass grew over this one. That's why I didn't notice before. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 blocks this way. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There we go. Oh, the shadow's finally updated. Neat. 18 blocks seems almost like the lucky number. Here, let me count. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks above sea level. Let's see what we can do about that. So I figured the way I'm gonna have to do it, right, is... Oh, we got plenty of spare dirt in here. Okay. That will help a ton, having all this extra dirt lying around. So we're at 18. So what I'm thinking is I do this straight to a distance that looks good, and then start on the diagonal the same distance, and then do the straight and have them all three be equidistant. This is 18 blocks. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. We're going to go up to 30, 28, 29, 30. And I think 30 might be the magic number here. I don't want to keep breaking and placing this, though, so I'll... What do I do about that? I could just make it go straight across to that other island there, the larger one, and then, like, have an offshoot of it from that. But no, I want my wonky bridge, dude. I think having a wonky bridge would be cool. We're at, what, 30? 31, 32. Let's keep it at 32. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of counting, my bad. 6, 7. We're only counting directly on the diagonals. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hey, halfway there. 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, 21, 22. God, I wish placing on diagonals was faster. 23, 24, 25. Hey. So how close are we getting? I'm thinking 32, 32, 32 will be enough. Alright. Where are we at? 25, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yep. Exactly 25. I guessed right the first time. I would just, like, really not enjoy it if I were super off because I was off by one block one time. So better to count now. Measure twice, cut once. You know what they say. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, fellas, but I got a bad feeling that this is more than 32 blocks away to get there. Especially by straight. Serves me right for trying to do a diagonal, man. What if I run the diagonal just straight from here and then keep at it? Because that's certainly gonna hit it at the diagonal that I'm at. It'll hit it at a weird angle, but I can build like a little hang, like an overhang there. Yeah, we'll try that. We'll keep at the diagonal, actually. Maybe I'll have my full diagonal bridge yet. The wonky bridge is a good idea, and I think I might implement it somewhere else in a different way. It's one of those, you know? Sometimes you have ideas, and you just kind of have to execute on them elsewhere. Like, sometimes an idea isn't a good fit, right? And in those cases, you really just gotta save it and you know, work on it later. Like, I have like I struggle to say this because of the move and everything, but like I've got a big Google Doc that's full of just like, you know, ideas, and like ones that aren't in there I keep memorized, and like I'm easy to forget them, but like I'm easy to forget them until I find a time that they're useful and then they spring forth, you know? Like this wonky bridge idea, I might write it down, I might not, you know, 'cause it's such like an inconsequential thing. But even if I don't, one day I'm gonna need a wonky looking bridge like that, and I'm gonna immediately think of this. And I think that's like a beautiful thing that, like, you know, no idea goes to waste, truly. Like, all ideas can be good ideas. Like, that's the thing. There are very rarely, like, there are some things that are genuinely a bad idea. Don't get me wrong. Bad ideas exist, absolutely. But, like, in my opinion, it takes a lot to land yourself on, like, a bad idea. You know? In my opinion, at least. Like an idea that's, like, just... Like, there are plenty of ideas that are bad for the scenario, right? There are plenty of things that I can point to and go, like, yeah, like this wonky bridge. Like, trying to force this wonky bridge idea, I don't think would be good. But mentally saving it and working it in elsewhere when it would be more appreciated, you know, that doesn't make it a bad idea. Not by a long shot. I feel like if you've got a half-decent idea and it, like, it pulls to you, you use them later. Like, there's a lot of things... It's big in film. I'm a big film guy, right? So this is just where my concept of it comes from. Of just, like, there are plenty of stories of, like, oh yeah, I had this idea for this movie, but we couldn't use this gag that I wrote, and I really wanted to use this gag, and so it's like a holdover for my next movie. And then, like, you know, you see jokes that, like, were written in, like, the 90s be used today just because, like, it's still good. It's still, like, an evergreen idea. It's just, like, you know, it's hard to see it that way. All right, now I gotta get rid of this liner here. Well, first I gotta go to bed. I'm not trying to be out here when it might be dangerous to be out here. See? Dangerous. I don't like it. I left the front door open. Gross. Gross of me to do that, frankly. Disgusting. Cancelable behavior. Ah, monsters nearby. Okay. You know the nightly drill by now. Wah! Ya! Wah! Wah! Oh, it's 2 of them. Now there's 3. Now I'm just shuffling. Or not shuffling, but juggling, rather. You got, like, perfect line of sight on me, dude. What are you doing? We're just chilling. Mob AI is perfect in every way in this version. It's not at all stupid or silly or dumb. Not even a little. Can I go to bed now? Nope. Still monsters. Let's see if we can't kill ourselves some more monsters then. Make a little more room for thyself to live. Are you considered close enough? Because you're the only monster I see. Unless there's some spiders and creepy crawlies around. I hear another one, but I don't see him. He is invisible. Yeah, no, he's... Yeah, that zombie is far from ethereal. He is... Oh, there he is! I found him! Okay, he's actually managing to get some decent licks in on me, so I need to head to bed. Speaking of getting decent licks in on me, thanks for the bonk. Let's see if I can't eat some of this, just for the sake of getting my hearts up, if it'll allow... Ah, still monsters. Okay, back down, back down. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you spawned. Get out. Leave. And you too, come on. And you, and you. See, I'm at a point now where the monsters aren't a super massive threat. As much as just like, I'm not sleeping tonight. My God. Because I just, like, you guys saw that, right? I cleared the entire island. Like, in theory, we should be good. Well, not the entire island, but the area around my house enough that, like, it shouldn't matter anymore. Should be clear of them. Alright, I'm rid of those monsters once more. Let's see. Maybe we're good this time. Hey! I did it! We're good this time. Okay, back to the bridge. Back to the bridge. Now, the thing about the bridge, right? The thing about the bridge for me is that I want the bridge to match the block palette of our dear staircase here. Meaning I want to mostly be using wood and stone bricks. So let's go ahead and make our wood, and then I'll go and get some stone bricks a-cooking. And then once those are a-cooking, we'll be good to go. And while those are cooking, we'll be building the actual thing. And bing, boom, bam, it'll all work out. Let's get to it. See, that doesn't look half bad. Oh, right, I need to clean this away as well. Okay. Do I have a shovel? I do not have a shovel. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. I don't mind. Ugh. Let me add that back. Even though you're next, I'm gonna have to break you next, but... Now, I've really got to ask myself a question, right? Do I want that do I want the left side or the right side to be my center block? Because it really doesn't matter now which one is it. But it will matter how it looks on each side. Like, where it connects up to the islands, because I want it to connect up in a way that looks nice. So I'll go and I'll double check that, and I'll foolproof it and everything, and ensure that we're good to go. Let's see how much of this dirt I can get back, because dirt is oddly enough a precious resource to me, because I love to do a bit of scaffolding. We're gonna drown. We're gonna drown. We're fine. Subnautica flashbacks. All right. There we go. And that'll do it. 55. Let's go. Oh, yikes. The stream is not doing too hot right now. But yeah, no, we're gonna do this. Let me check which side I want to be the good side. Oh. Oh, we're fully gone. What happened? No, 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 no. Come back to me. Okay, we're back. We're back, gamers. I don't know what the hell is happening. We're having a rough time. Keep with me, though. On this side, I think the right-hand side will do. So let's go to the other side and see if the right-hand side is also the best connector between the two halves. Because if it is the best one to use between them, then we'll just, like, it's undoubtedly gonna have to be the right side here. But if it's the left side, if the left side looks better here somehow, then I don't think it really matters here. Hold on. Yeah, no, they kind of just both hit the wall a little bit. Actually, this side is kind of a little better as our center, but I can live with it being this side, I think, is the biggest thing about it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'll leave it, but that's not what I wanted. Okay, now you may be asking, like, oh, why don't you just do both sides right now? And then add the center later, or add the block that's why don't you do two now and then add the third one? And it's mostly because this like makes it slightly easier for me. Like it's an easier workflow to do it this way. It helps you keep track of what block is and is not the center, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does or doesn't, but it should, because this is gonna look really solid when it's done. The only problem being, I just don't want to get mixed up on what my center block is now that I've chosen it. So I'm gonna build the rest of the bridge, I guess, and then I'll do the center. Because right now I'm doing the side that isn't the center. Which I meant to be doing the center, by the way. That is absolutely what I'm supposed to be doing. But, you know, mistakes. We'll be fine. It'll be okay. I wouldn't worry about it too much. It'll honestly make it easier to identify the center of the bridge for longer while I do the rest. Because if it's just 3 sets of wood planks, it's going to be a little difficult once I start, you know, getting on my way of, like, the thickness of it. The girth of the bridge, if you will. But for now, this is coming along pretty solid. Just gotta keep at it. See, now it's not even a counting issue. Like, I'm able to, like, commentate this, no problem. It's mostly just, like, such, like, it's just mindless enough a thing that I can talk while I do it. But, like, just mindful, like, it requires just enough brain power for me not to fall off this fucking thing. That, like, I'm struggling to, like, maintain a coherent thought while I do this. Ooh, I'm out of wooden planks. Oh, no, I'm not. I got another stack. We're good. We're good. This should be about a stack and a half long, this whole thing. Oh. Good thing I have axes. Yeah. Solid stuff. Boink. But no, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this hardcore world. I really am, especially for like the historic aspect, giving it like, you know, giving it a little bit of intrigue. That was how it was originally conceived. Was just like, oh, I want to do hardcore, but I want to do it with a twist. I want to have a little twist on it to set myself apart. And I think this is a fine twist, especially, you know, for my own love of older versions of the game. You know, I think this is a interesting and cool twist for me to have taken. Here, let me go ahead and fill this side. Oh, probably gonna have a lot of mistakes like this on this more willy-nilly side of it. I'm surprised that we're getting so much done in this, like, Minecraft day. We're over halfway there. But you know what I mean. We're making pretty steady progress. And that's looking pretty good so far. Alright, now we gotta chop down more trees. We gotta do a little tree chop. And then we'll be good to go. I don't take any damage from eating these, so I'm just gonna keep eating the rotten flesh that I have. Now that I know for sure. I just was not in a place to test it before, you know? It was not the best time in the world for me to be tempting fate like that. But no, yeah. I'm starting to... I'm starting to, like, feel the effects of the caffeine a little bit. Like, I'm starting to feel a little more locked in here. And that's good. That's gonna help me out a lot with streaming. The only problem is I don't want to, like, become dependent on caffeine to get, like, a decent stream in, you know? I'm just hoping that it'll... Right, because, like, the thing about it is, once I'm set on a path, like, I'm somebody that once I've set a pattern for myself and, like, incorporated something like 4-hour streams into my schedule, like, not just my stream schedule, but, like, my day-to-day. Like, once I have it in my brain that, like, okay, just like last week and the week before, I'm gonna sit down and do a 4-hour stream today. Hey, Loogie. Thanks for the raid. How was stream? How you doing? How you going? But, what was I saying? Right, yeah. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Highly appreciated. If you guys aren't familiar with Loogie, you should go check him out. He's another small streamer who does the occasional block game and some music stuff, as far as I remember. I haven't heard from you in a while. I have like almost no reference for what you're up to. How you been? What's going on? It was good. Glad to hear stream was good. We're just we're playing a little hardcore over here. A little hardcore in 1.0. I've been playing a lot more games. Ooh, what sort of games? What have you been up to? Been hitting up some funny video games? I keep considering picking up Vintage Story, by the way, speaking of other block games. I know that's not what we're on about now. I'm just saying that, like, you know, I'm considering it for the fact of just, like, it seems like a lot of fun. It seems like a fun twist on the voxel sandbox formula. Oh, and here comes nighttime. Let me go ahead and worm my way back over to my bed. On stream, I've been playing Paper Mario 64, Super Mario Galaxy, Deep Rock Galactic, and a few others. Ooh, Deep Rock is a whole heck of a lot of fun. I can't remember the last time I did a full playthrough of Mario Galaxy since, like, I vividly remember the first time I played through Mario Galaxy. I remember really enjoying it. Come on. It was a whole lot of fun. And I need to get back to it at some point. I want to stream it at some point as well, just because, like, it's such a, like, a beautiful game. I want to do a Sunshine stream, but the issue with doing a Sunshine stream, if I could speak, was that I want to do it over the summer. I'd love to, like, pick a summer and, like, at the height of summer in, like, July, late June, early July, really crank out a Mario Sunshine playthrough. Because, like, I feel like the later summer months, like, September is technically a summer month, and I feel like, I don't know, there's something, like, August I can live with. August I can, like, cope with being a summer month, but, like, September is just, like, it is fiendish that September is like technically a summer month. You know? Is that coming up or down? Up. Okay. For some reason I just completely spaced if I actually managed to sleep. But no, yeah, I want to do it at, like, the height of summer and get some summer rat vibes going for Super Mario Sunshine. But last summer, I didn't consider streaming it and kind of just played it on my own. Did my, like, yearly playthrough of Mario Sunshine just by myself. So I can't wait to, like, share that with stream at some point. Super Mario Sunshine. But I wanted to stream that before I streamed Galaxy, because I did a stream of 64's, the 64 PC port earlier last year. Granted, it was, like, the mirror mode, but, like, it saved me from, like, doing a base Mario 64 stream. Because, like, I know it's, like, right, the number is right there in the name, but playing through Mario 64 is, like, one of my favorite, like, simplistic games. And so it's, like, it's one that I go back to constantly, and so, like, if I'm not in a mood for it, and I'm not, like, you know, in a hyperfixation for it, then I will just, like, you know, like, it just, like, I don't find it, like, grating or annoying or anything. It just, like, is a hard game for me to, like, sit down and play for, like, the billionth time if I'm not really feeling it, you know? Alright, so that's 3 of those. We need our stone bricks out to... I need to finish that wood side, but I guess I can get started on the stone brick side. But no, yeah, I'm glad to hear that you're having a great time. I'm glad to hear that you're streaming more games as of late. Paper Mario is fantastic, though. I keep meaning to stream it. I've tried streaming it in the past. It's just so much reading. Like, I like the game, but like I'm always torn on just like, should I be reading the dialogue? Because if no, it feels like I'm leaving something out. But like, if yes, it feels like I'm not doing enough, you know? Like if yes, it feels like I'm not adding enough to the stream. You know? I don't know. I land in this like weird area where like, because like when you read the dialogue in that game aloud, I dare you to like attempt that and like manage to get a word in edgewise, you know, in terms of like actual commentary. It's just so much, you know. That's usually why I stray away from RPGs on stream. Even though there are a ton of really good ones that I'd really like to stream at some point and share with the stream. Oh, fell right off. I read them almost all with funny voices, and that could be a lot of fun. Honestly, it's a really good time doing that. But it just like, I don't know. It just like wears me a little. And now we do the slow swim back. Let's go. Oh my god, this water does not want to open. Like, I've got a bottled water here, and I'm just, like, struggling to open it. But no, yeah, silly voices are, like, the way to go, I feel. Like, if you're doing, like... If you're just, like, reading it, then, like, you know, it kind of loses its luster a little. I think about Mario 64 DS a lot. And the dialogue in that. And how the new stuff written for that. Sorry, I didn't even get a sip of my drink yet, just because, like, here, let me turn so I'm facing the bridge. It took a bit to open the water, but I think about Mario 64 DS's dialogue, and like especially the new stuff for like the bosses to unlock the characters, and how like Paper Mario-esque it is. Got a few clips that show off my voice acting skills. Yeah, build that portfolio. Let's go. God, this bridge is looking very one-sided right now. But let's come up the side, and then I'll get rid of all this dirt, and we can do the middle. Once I get along a little bit further. Gosh, we're almost done, too. But I'll have to check those clips out when I can. Probably post-stream tonight. God, this like Sonic G Fuel is like really sweet. Like I've been taking like sips of it. Like I'm trying to keep my water up more than it. But like, man, it's real sweet. Oh, and that's wood planks. Plus, I also had to add in some extra dialogue for comedic purposes. Oh yeah, you gotta give it your own little like flourish. It's almost necessary, you know? It's like a ya gotta thing. Alright, we're gonna break all these, and then we're gonna place the new ones in. And then that'll be like half the bridge work done already. Because I've still gotta do the stone brick sections all the way, and then I still gotta do the log bordering. So I think the log bordering is going to tie it all in together, you know? It's really going to add to it. Oh no, but what was I saying? Right, about the G Fuel thing. I just started it, and I don't want to like become like addicted or dependent to it, you know? And I'm not like a terrible big addict when it comes to like, you know, things like caffeine, but it just like, I don't know. It's a worry I have, and so I'm very cautious of it. But I feel like I'm gonna be fine. You know, like like I said, I'm a very like schedule-oriented guy. Where like right now, if I had to do a 24-hour stream without any like, you know, assistance or anything, in terms of, or not 24, a 4-hour stream without any assistance, or you know anything like that. and it wasn't part of my routine regularly, I think it would be a problem. But I think I can just like wean out of the caffeine as I stream, and that'll do me a lot of favors. You know, it's mostly just as like a crutch to get me there more than anything else. If you get what I'm saying. Anyway, we're nearly done getting the... Which is what I was saying, like, before pre-raid. I just got reminded that I was saying that. Yeah. So I felt the sudden urge to get that point along. This bridge is gonna come along beautifully. Longest stream you've done is 4 hours. I did like a 12-hour thing once, like a few years ago. And, you know, that was a long time ago. And that was like, I took like a massive stream hiatus between now and then, you know? I've taken a couple massive stream hiatuses between now and then, actually. And, what was I saying? Oh, right. And I did that like under a different name. By the way, this like forced hiatus I was under for like a good number of months due to like just consistent internet issues. It made me miss like my second stream anniversary, or maybe it was my first one. Either way, I'm upset because like now Twitch has like a feature in its analytics page, and like say what you will about like Twitch mods and like, you know, the rest of the Twitch platform as it functions, but okay, slow swim back. You know what? I blame Twitch. This is Twitch's fault now. No, but the thing, say what you want about Twitch and the rest of it, but it's like dashboard and like analytics and stuff are like super handy to have. Like it's a very cool thing. Tastes like peaches. Which is a weird flavor, right? You don't really think Sonic the Hedgehog peaches. But like I guess peach rings, you know, and like rings and Sonic and whatnot. So like sure, why not, I guess. But it's not my first thought, is all I'm saying. But let's get this across here. We're nearly there. We've nearly cleaned out this midsection, if you can see by like the poorly aliased thing there. Try to stray away from energy drink stuff. Yeah, like it can be like super bad for you if not in moderation. And like that's like some pretty severe moderation to keep it not detrimental to your body. But like the way I see it is like I don't eat well anyway. I'm not like a super health-oriented person, and I should be. I've been doing more for my health recently, as I inch along through my early 20s, you know. And I'm just like, because I have friends, not a lot of friends. I'm not a geezer, I swear. I'm cool, I'm hip, but like I have friends who are like 30 or near 30, like multiple friends who are just like, oh yeah, I used to do that too, and like, look at me now, my fucking like, you know, my poop comes out inside out, you know, and I'm like, I'm shitting and farting and you know, I'm old and my spine hurts and I've got arthritis in my wrists. And so like, ow, Jed, what the fuck? Why would you do that to me? And so like, you know, not like severe health issues, but just like little things. And it's like, I think about it and I go, man, if I'm gonna have all those little things too someday, I don't want to also like on top of all the little stuff. Excuse me, burp. But like on top of all the little stuff, I don't want to also have like, yeah, I used to have a big energy drink addiction, and now like I just can't get the energy up for anything. And so like I'm very wary of that. I'm very wary of like, you know, long-term effects, because it's like, I don't know about you, but I got no intention of dying anytime soon. Some people are here for a good time, not a long time, and I can understand that. Like, I sympathize, that's cool, that's wicked, but like, Dude, I'm gonna be here a while if things go according to plan, and I don't know about you, but I like having a mortal form, you know? The meat sack I am contained within, it needs to be maintained, you know? Gotta do some maintenance. Currently drinking an energy drink. Oh, what do you got? What are you sipping? What are you having? I've been asking around on like Twitter and places like that for recommendations. You know, since I'm like getting into that, cause I'm not a big energy drink guy. Yeah, Rockstar. I saw a couple Rockstars while I was at the store. And I thought about it, the Rock store, in fact. But no. God, that pun just like killed my train of thought. I saw a couple Rockstars, but I was just like weary of it because I've never had a Rockstar before, and I was like, I don't want to pay $2 a can if I'm not sure I'm gonna like it. You know, I don't have that kind of money to throw around just to like take 2 sips of a drink and go like, yeah, this isn't for me, and then throw like a tall can out that was like $2 or $3, you know. And so like I was like, it's G Fuel. It's all like fruity flavors. I can handle fruit. I'm a fruit myself, you know. So like, why shouldn't I? You Rockstar. I think I've had exactly 1 Monster drink. I had like 5 or 6 when I was like a teenager, but like I had friends who were super into that, and the thing about, there's no bigger deterrent for getting into like Monster Energy, like having a Monster Energy every now and again casually, than like the people who like make it their whole personality. It's like when you see like some people's kids, like videos of like kids being shitters, and it's like labeled like free birth control, of just like, oh, you wouldn't want to have a kid, they'll act like this. But like, you know, it's more effective than like any anti-drug PSA ever to me to see like some like dickhead named Kyle drinking like a white Monster and like punching holes in his wall and like screaming at the top of his lungs, and just like, because like I get this like momentary thought of just like, you drink Rockstar, this could be you. This will be the culture you're surrounding yourself with if you make it like a thing to drink Rockstar, or not Rockstar, Monster rather. And so I was like, I don't want to be that, and I don't want to be associated with that. Not that everybody who like drinks Monster is like that, but like Monster drinkers are fine. Monster, like people who like are Monster enjoyers on the reg, like just they throw me, dude. I don't appreciate it. They got that stanky personality. Shit reeks. Fruit Punch Monster's too sweet. At least OG Rockstar tastes like ass. Doesn't pretend to be something they aren't. Yeah, there comes a, I like my drinks fruity, whether it be like energy drinks or like alcohol. I can always trust that like a fruit flavor isn't gonna be unbearable, except for like maybe grapefruit. I've had some bad grapefruit related experiences with like, not with grapefruit, because I like grapefruit. I really like grapefruit. My issue is grapefruit flavoring, and how just like absolutely ass it can be. It's like, and I'm not being dramatic, like artificial grapefruit flavoring is like the worst. Grapefruit. Yeah, have a taste. Yeah, G Fuel is a lot depending on the flavor and how much powder you add. Yeah, I just got some cans. I just grabbed a couple cans off the shelf because I figured it would be easier. Pausing to take a sip now, in fact. But I figured it would help out with my like stamina when it comes to streaming and getting a couple, like an hour or 2 more out of it without feeling like absolutely wiped halfway through. Yeah, the bridge is coming along. I think it'll look a lot nicer once I actually make some progress on this other side, because right now it just looks like a weird couple stripes. Yeah, the cans are a little sweet. It's kind of a lot. Like, I won't lie to you. It's a good bit for me, but like I don't mind. But yeah, today's like a real like tester of all testers. like the testing trial by fire time, just because like I've been away all weekend. And so I've just been like, and like I was like running around a lot today to get a bunch of things done. And so like I'm just like, I am pooped, if you could believe that. Like I am out of my fucking mind tired today. And it's not that bad. I'm exaggerating. But it's not very good either. The amount of like energy I have. Let's see. Can I? Yeah, let's do that. And then I'll do myself one of these. Doing me a fascinate. Dude, I genuinely earlier today, or maybe it was last night. It may have been last night. But like I saw a video where someone was like talking about like a fun fact they learned, and I was just like, oh, that's a pretty well-known thing as far as I know. I didn't know that was like something new to some people. But like, you know, it's cool to see people learn, I guess. Like I was fairly positive about it, and then like I immediately like lost that energy the second like I lost that like enthusiasm for learning the moment I lay eyes on like the caption of the video, because the caption was like, doing me a fascinate, and it's like, what are you, a millennial posting a dog video? Stop it, quit it, that shit's gross, dude. Don't do that in here. There are children here. Get your ancient ass out of here, dude. What are we doing? Doing me a fascinate. I can't stop thinking about it because it just like it like upset me. Like not even like I wasn't even like angry as much as it's just like to a visceral degree. Fuck this, you know? What are we doing, guy? Ah, yeah, the testicle. It was this morning, yeah. Haven't slept at all, Jesus. Like all night, you've just been like pumping it. Well, all right. Well, maybe that's not the right phrasing to you. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. Come on. There we go. What am I doing in the furnace? I don't have anything to go in the furnace. Oh, I do have this like massive gap up here that needs filling though. So let me go ahead and do that. Do the Mountain Dew. And then I'm gonna light up this under area because I can't be bothered to fill it in, and I don't want mobs spawning. Up we go, up we go, up we go. I swear this 10-hour playlist is repeating like the same like half hour to an hour of music on repeat. But I want to finish it on stream. Had college today, so I just had to go. Yeah, you just, I get it. You stay up late, and then you wake up, and it's like, oh, God. Or not you wake up, but, like, you look over at the clock, and it's like, it's the same, like, ugh, as waking up in the morning of just like, oh, no, I've been up all night, huh? You know? And so it's like, it's a new day now, nothing I can do about it, gotta go. Haven't heard any repeats yet, but I also haven't had the stream audio on for the last couple streams. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know, I'm just like noticing every stream or so. Did I finish this pathway? I don't think I did. Did I bring any food? I don't think I did. Let's hope I don't starve before I get out of here. Because that would absolutely suck. I kind of want to go up and get food. Yeah, I just lost a hunger bar. We're going back for food. I do not play around about starving to death, dude. I will not starve to death. I've got so much wheat right now. Like I'm consistently farming it. Like I've got like half a stack of wheat just sitting there, and then I've got like a whole farm's worth still. So like it is. Like, if I die of starvation, I will be genuinely embarrassed. Like, I will be actually for real embarrassed if I manage to, like, starve myself to death. Because, like, it's so avoidable for me. I just, like, oh my god, I might actually. I mean, starving damage is slow, so it'll take a bit. But, like, I need to get out of here and get food now. Good timing, 'cause it's night anyway. Like, I gotta get something in my system now. Or I'm gonna, like, starve, dude. Let me up, 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 let me in, 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 let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. There's a crafting table here. Here, use this. No, not the wood. 1, 2, 3. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop. Munch, munch, munch. Come on. Get me up, get me up. Idiot fool. Hey, hey now. No reason, no business to be this mean. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Oh. Now we're perfect. Alright, now I got 6 bread to carry around with me. That'll be plenty to get me through. Get steak then, loser. I do need to get a cow farm going at some point. I genuinely, I need to get, like, cattle. But, like, I'm on an island. So, my options are, like, go over there and desperately try to herd one across the water. Or, alternatively... so much for that guy, huh? But, like, or alternatively, I could go... Like, I could sit around and wait for one to spawn. Like, I could just, like... just sit around until one spawns, which I'm thinking is, like, the more likely solution. Because there's plenty of grass. There's no reason a cow can't spawn over here. As far as I'm aware. So, like, just sitting and waiting for one to spawn. In fact, most things have just been, like, spawning in the water and either, like, drowning or swimming, depending on the animal. So, like, and I don't know what that's about. So, like, there's a good chance a cow just straight up won't spawn on the island, because maybe the island isn't, like, good spawnable ground for some reason. Like, that's the only thing I can think of that would, like, throw it. I forget you gotta crouch on farmland in this version to not absolutely trample the shit out of it. There we are. All filled in. And now we got, like, twice the amount of wheat that we originally had. And now we go to the mines. The children yearn for the mines. Alright, give me these two on here. Should make a better entrance to this mine. I planned to whenever I did the docks, but, like, I didn't get around to the docks. I got distracted, alright? I wanted a mob farm. I wanted to have a little mob farm. Is that so bad? Is that the worst thing in the world? I don't think so. Ah. Big sips, big sips. Just gonna sip my water, actually, while I'm just chilling. God, I have just, like, absolutely mangled this water bottle. Like, it is in a state. Like, the very top and the cap, at least. Like, the issue that I was having opening it, it was so sealed in that, like, the like, ring that goes around it just, like, came off with it. Yeah. It's nice to have the water to, like, wash out the peach ring flavor, though. Oh, I did finish this one. No, so I just walked all the way down here. And now I gotta walk all the way back. I can't believe this. Welcome to walking stream. Welcome to fucking Farlands or Bust. But hey, that's an hour of stream. And we're not even done with the bridge yet. I'm hoping the bridge will be like our first couple hours, just like grinding and bridging. And then we can use the rest of that time to like decorate around the house, do a little pathing. You know, fill out a nice triple-hour extravaganza. Because I got a good feeling about being able to get some good stuff done. Alright, new path. Definitely unexplored. Definitely no lava. blocking me from going any further forward. I kind of need that, so give it. There. Alright, and then we're gonna want to light this up. Dude, torches in the offhand is such like a missing feature. Like, I'm so shocked that they didn't implement an offhand sooner. Like, because people were talking about it, mostly for, like, dual-wielding swords back in the day. But, like, mods did it. And, of course, mods do everything before Mojang does it. And that's for, like, very good reason, mind you. Despite what the internet may tell you. Despite what randoms on Twitter may tell you, I should specify. But, like, it's such a thing that, like, when I go back to these older versions, I just, like, I miss it greatly. Not having, oh my goodness, yeah, I would hit water, wouldn't I? I just am not built for like digging through water today. I can't be bothered. In fact, I would argue that like 9 out of 10 days you couldn't get me to do that. Unless it was like, you need this cobblestone to live. Like, specifically the cobble on the other side of this, then, like, I'm not doing it, man. There's just no good way to convince me that that is a good idea in any capacity. Unless I just feel like a freak, you know? I don't know, some people like, in the modern versions, some people like the, like, aquifer caves. Because, like, there are more resources in them, I'll grant you that, but at what cost, really? Like, at what cost? The cost of, like, being under constant mining fatigue, unless you want to stop and build, like, a conduit for it. Or, like, having to come up for air every now and again, or have a special mining helmet. But, you know, to each their own. I mean, that's why there are so many ways to play the game. Some people are, you know... Some people are like me and normal and can't, like, absolutely cannot stand to be mining underwater. And some people have literally any patience at all. And thus can stand it. I think I'm better for it, though. Not better than somebody, mind you, not better than somebody who does mine it. But I think I, personally, am in a better mental state for not doing that. For, like, not being fussed about it. And then we'll fill this in. I don't know about my terraforming job I did just then. Up above ground of, like, filling in that, like, gash in the side of the island. Because, like, it looked fine while I was doing it. But I'm just now realizing I didn't even look twice at it. Like, I straight up just didn't look at it twice. So it could be anything from, like, the best terraforming I've ever done to, like, what the fuck is this, you know? There are a number of outcomes, and, like, I'm leaning towards the good ones, frankly. For once, I'm very hopeful that it came out well. Because, like, I did gander at it for, like, a second. Still got my diamond pick. I'll just use that for now, because I don't feel like coming up just yet. I'll come up when I'm out of torches. That'll do it. That'll make it so that I don't use my entire diamond pickaxe in an effort to... No, yeah, no more down here. Okay. That'll make it so I don't use my entire diamond pickaxe in an effort to just grab cobble. Okay, I'm gonna head off, see you around. Yeah, see you around. Get some of that sweet, sweet post-stream decompression going. Have a good rest of your evening. See ya around. I'll be here mining cobblestone and dirt with a diamond pickaxe. So, you know, the huge. Okie doke. A little further, a little further. How much cobble do I have now? Almost a couple stacks. Is that a third stack? Yeah, 2 and a bit. Keep going till I run out of torches. And then we'll call it. And and go and smelt some more of it. Cut down some trees. Get my grind on. You know what I'm saying? And then get to work on filling in the rest of the bridge. So I want to get some like poles going for the bridge. Like I want to get some like support beams down into the water. I think that could be a good look for the bridge. So it's not just like suspended over nothing. And I think suspending it from like the bottom would be the best way to go about it too, by the way. It just seems right to have like poles either side of it. I know it's a little generic, but I think it'll come out looking pretty good. Pretty solid stuff. Very structurally sound. Actually, probably not very structurally sound, because I don't know shit about bridge architecture. That's why you don't see me playing games like Polybridge, dude. Because I absolutely suck at that kind of thing. I mean, it makes sense to me on, like, paper. It's just, like, as a game, I don't, like, I seem to, like... Because, like, I'm constantly, like, I guess I'm just not the smartest when it comes to, like, architectural or, like, structural integrity and shit like that. Like, I'm just not great at figuring out how many supports something needs to function. Okay. That's that. I'm gonna climb down, grab this, climb my way back out. Oh, not my sword, pickaxe. But no, yeah, I was never very good at that. You know, despite the fact that it makes sense, it just takes me too long to get there for me to say that, like, yeah, I'm good at it. Like, I can do it. Being able to do it and being good at it are, like, two very different things, in my opinion. So there are a lot of things that I'm able to do that I wouldn't necessarily call myself good at, you know? And that's not just like a confidence thing. It's like, it's just like, you know, it's a knowing your own ability thing. In my opinion. Full inventory, come on. I got cobblestone to gather. Okay. Break that, and break that. Break that, and I think we're good now, right? Yeah, would you look at that? Looky, looky, looky. Looking good. Cheese puns. So I mentioned before that I have a commission from an artist, or I have commissioned an artist, I guess would be the proper terminology, to assist me. And I do mean assist. Like, I'm not trying to just like, do this for me, you know? My issue is that I can't really draw. Like, I'm real bad at it. And like, it's again, it's another one of those things I can do, but I'm not good at, you know? Like, I'm capable of, but I'm not good at it. Where like, I can draw functionally, but like, the whole process will go considerably faster if, you know, I have someone that can draw and who is like, willing to like professionally help me through what I'm trying to achieve. And so like I'm working on getting my Sona redesigned. You know, just a bit of an overhaul, bit of an upgrade, bit of a tweak, because like logistically this is the first time I'm really touching the design since my character's inception. Like I've made like minor alterations, but I'd say like most of those alterations were artistic faults in that, like, not that the artists I've had working for me were bad in the past. I just mean that, like, things where, like, I didn't convey that well, or, like, this artist wasn't really, like, it wasn't in their wheelhouse to, like, execute this idea the way I wanted it done, and so I had to kind of settle, or, like, this and that, you know? And so it just came down to, like, a lot of artistic differences and like stylistic differences, when in reality the version of the character that I have today is literally almost identical to the one that like I doodled on a piece of paper the day I decided I wanted to like have a rat Sona, you know. And so like and it's very hard because like, you know, I know what I'm doing and I know what I want, but I want it to be more complicated. Issue being, I don't want to go too far, and I feel like on my own I'll go a little too far, and so probably better to not go too far and have someone who like does character design for like a living, who like regularly has experience helping people achieve this sort of thing, and have them sort of collaborate with me. But the thing about it is, right, the reason I'm reiterating all this is because last Monday, a week ago, I DM'd them, and or like we had finally settled in on a price, and I paid them and told them what I wanted, you know. Like they were aware of what I was looking for out of this design, and like I wrote out this whole thing, and I was like, I don't know if that's gonna come across the way I want it to. I don't know if like my long drawn out like description of what I'm looking for in this redesign, and it was a lot, by the way. When I say I know what I wanted, I know exactly what I want, just about. It's just executing those wants accurately that I'm having trouble doing. And so really it's still like enough my work that I don't feel bad about it. But I sent them that, and I was just like, oh, geez, I really hope that makes sense to them. I really hope they get it. I hope we don't have, like, a communication barrier. And that's the thing that's, like, very particular when you're picking out artists. I know I'm going on a lot of tangents here, but there are a lot of tangents worth going on. It's a very good, like, thing about picking out artists to do commission, is, like, finding an artist who, like, is in your wheelhouse regularly. Like, finding an artist who, like, uses similar vernacular, or like has like a similar knowledge base to you. And like, well, that's not like vital, it's not gonna like make or break the art, but like I've had times in the past where I'm just like, yeah, I'm kind of going for this sort of vibe, and then like they just straight up did not know what the word vibe meant, and so it became an issue of just like, you know, it was a bunch of little things like that where it was an issue, but it wasn't like, and it's not anything against that. I was like, I would really hate to like be misconstrued as like bad mouthing somebody right now. By the way, Cave, because like they were really good and they did a really fantastic job once I got my point across. But I find it like very important that like there's not a communication barrier between me and the person I'm working with, you know. And it's good to hear that there wasn't, because like as soon as I sent that and they responded, they were like, yep, I know exactly, like I've already got ideas on what to do. I'll hit you back with those once I can get them on paper. Or like, they didn't even say all that. They just said like, yeah, I've already got ideas. And that was all I got. And I was just like, great, I'm glad it made sense to you. Because it made a lot of sense to me, and I figured it would make sense to me and literally no one else. And so it was really good to like hear aloud that like, yes, the idea that you're trying to execute here is in fact legitimate, and like you're not absolutely like out of your mind, you know? But like the issue being, hey Doc, welcome in. The issue being, they were just like, yeah, I got ideas. And now it's been like a week and I've heard nothing back. And so like, And that's not a bad thing necessarily. Like I don't want to like seem like, no, you need to update me on how my commission is going now. It's just like the more time passes, the more I worry that they're gonna hit me with a finished product and go like, all right, here you go, enjoy. And it's like, there are aspects of this that like I wish you would let me approve before you went forward with like doing the whole project that way. And like I worry more that like, oh no, what if I really was off base? Like what if I completely was like, what if they completely got the wrong idea, you know? And like just like thought like we both think we're on the same page, but it turns out we're just like completely and totally not. That would suck, dude. But I'm hoping right? I'm hoping and praying that, like, it'll be fine. And I'm sure it will be fine. I'm sure it absolutely will be, because it would take, like, days to respond anyway, because I presume they're very busy. I don't really have anything else I'm able to throw out in favor of this coal. That'll do. I'll come back for that cave later, I think. But for now, I want to go to the surface. But yeah, it just became a whole thing. Or it's becoming a whole thing in my head of just like, oh no. What if it's not okay? What if this sucks, actually? Like, what if... It's like, getting a commission you're not happy with is like getting a haircut you're not happy with, where it's like, or at least for me it is, where it's like, I don't want to tell you that I don't like it, because you just spent so much time on it. Where, like, it's still a different thing. Where, like, most artists will work with you if you go, like, yeah, I don't really like this aspect or that aspect. Could you do a revision for me? And, like, usually, like, and I'm all for that. Just because, like, you're paying them money to get a final product you're happy with. And, like, for your, from, like, the consumer perspective, I don't want to pay for a product that, like, and, like, I don't want to pay for a service and then not be satisfied with the service. And most artists, from, like, what I've heard, who, like, have their commissions open, want you to speak up in those cases for the fact of just, like, man, I'd really hate for someone to choose not to ever commission me again, or, like, you know, mentally not be happy with what they've received on the simple basis of just, like, I'm gonna stomp these out real quick. On the simple basis that just, like... Oh, I don't even have to stomp them out, I can just do this. On the simple basis of something like a minor revision of, like, they wanted the green to be bluer instead of yellower, you know? And so, like, it's always better to say something. And, like, I'm not saying it's not good to say something in a barbershop, but, like, at, like, barbershops and so... When it comes to, like, your hair, once it's cut, it's cut. You can't reattach that shit, you know? So, like, usually with a bad haircut, you would just have to live with it anyway. I don't know what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, I think it makes sense, though. There we go. The rest of that, that area is good now. Let me go smelt some of this stuff, and then I'll, keep working on the thing. The thing. Let me make some new tools while I'm at it. Anybody else remember miners need cool shoes? Anybody else remember miners? No. Miners Need Cool Shoes was like a skin website for like making Minecraft skins back in the day, and like it used to be really good. I think they've like shut down now, right? Like it was like the site. Like I googled when I was like a wee baby lad. I was just like, how to make a Minecraft skin. And when I fucking I pulled up like the search, like it gave me like this guy on YouTube who was just like, yeah, no, you're gonna want to go to like minersneedcoolshoes.net, or like I think it was a .net. It might have been a .com. And you're gonna want to like draw your skin here, and then export it, and save it, and then you're done. And then upload it to Minecraft, and then you're done. And I was like, wow, Miners Need Cool Shoes. And so that was just like how skins were made to me for a while. Like I understood that it was like pixel art on like a texture sheet. Like I understood the concept of that because I was big into like papercraft when I was a kid, as in like the concept of like making little foldable paper things. I did that a lot to like the dismay of the family printer. But gosh, what was I saying? Oh, right. I was familiar with how like a texture sheet worked, but like it made and still makes so much more sense to me painting it directly onto a 3D model like that. Like it just reads better to me, to my brain. And it's also quicker just cuz like it's so much easier cuz you could see it in 3D and like the colors. Like, you can see, like, the shading of the colors and everything right there in software. and you wouldn't have to like do it and then hope it was good and then upload it to Minecraft and then, oh, well, colors come out. Like, because the thing about Minecraft is that, like, comparative to, like, at least the Skindex editor, which I'm more familiar with now, which is basically just the Miners Need Cool Shoes editor with, like, you know, but modern with a couple tweaks. And it still kind of, like, blows, if I'm honest. But, like, it's what I use for making skins, simply because it's, like, the best one that's, like, readily available. And so, like, it comes down to a lot of just, like, even that is just, like, basically the Miners Need Cool Shoes editor. Like, so I'm still, like, working in that workflow today of just, like, I want to be able to paint the textures onto the model as I'm doing it. Which might be why I have so much trouble with, like, learning to 3D model. Because, like, most 3D modeling software, as far as I can tell, won't let you do that. Just, like, straight up won't let you do that. Unless it's with, like, materials. If you want to put, like, a texture on it, God help you, you know? Like, it might as well be over for you, dog. Like, you are big fuck if you want to attempt to do that. Just because, like, as someone who doesn't, like, know what they're doing anyway, I'm sure, like, professionals have, like, no trouble with that, and, like, anybody with, like, any good 3D modeling experience watching is probably like, what the fuck are you saying? It's, like, the easiest part. But, like, because, like, I don't really have a professional opinion. Like, I've never really heard a professional opinion on just, like, texturing. I've heard that, like, it sucks, but, like, not that it's necessarily, like, a difficult part of the process. I don't know. It's weird. Oh, fell right out of the tree. Working in 3D software makes sense to me when it comes to, like, the geometry aspect. But, like, once you get to, like, the unfolding and, like, the UV mapping and whatnot, it all just sort of falls apart, you know? In my head, like, it all just, like, unravels, no pun intended, in such a way that just, like, well... And without the knowledge of how to make things look not like plain white geometry, like, the knowledge of how to 3D model seems a bit useless to me, other than, like, for, like, 3D printing, it's nice. Because you technically don't have to texture it there. You can texture it after it's printed with, like, paints. And, like, that I understand. Because, again, it's just painting it right onto the object. I don't have to, like, make a blueprint flattened out of what the painting will look like and then, like, have it applied after the fact by a machine ready to, like, wrap the paint around it, you know? It makes so much more sense to me. Anyway, I was just, you know, all this because I was reminiscing about a Minecraft skin editing website that I firmly believe is, like, gone now. From last I heard, it's like, gone, unless somebody's, like, brought it back. Ah, speaking of things people brought back that are gone now, again... Fusion Fall. I was thinking about Fusion Fall yesterday. Speaking of, like, nostalgic things, too, by the way. Jeez. But no, yeah, I was thinking about Fusion Fall, because, someone posted some Fusion Fall screenshots on Twitter. That seems like a recent Twitter trend to do, is just, like, post, like, fucked up looking Fusion Fall interpretations of characters. And, you know, honestly, I'm here for it. My only issue being, like... Oh, hiccups, jeez. And that's not my only issue with it. My only issue is that, like, people are posting, like, Eddie from Ed, Edd and Eddy, and, like... Gosh, who else? Finn from Adventure Time, and, like, characters that are heavily stylized in their own right. And then, like, oh, by the way, Ed, Edd and Eddy characters just never look right in an art style that isn't their original art style. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's, like, a fucked model sheet somewhere. But, like, anytime Cartoon Network has ever tried to depict them in, like, the CN City or in, like, you know, bumpers and stuff like that, they've always looked off to me. And I can never place it. But, no, yeah, Fusion Fall got, like, Fusion Fall Legacy, which was, like, it was Think Toontown rewritten. You know, like, a fan project like that. But, like, Fusion Fall. Like, that was it. That was the whole bit. But, no, yeah. Now it's not so much the whole bit, because now it's gone. I do want to get back to Toontown, though. Toontown Rewritten. Toontown is another, like, MMO that I used to play constantly as a wee lad. That, like, I spent so many hours in Toontown. But, like, I was, like, as a kid, I was very bad at video games. As I am now, apparently. God, if I fall off this bridge again, dude, it's over for me. Yeah, I'm closer to this side. I'm coming up this way. What was I saying? Oh, right. Toontown Rewritten is like something I want to get back to. Toontown, like, Cog Clash, I think is what it's called. I don't remember. It's a completely different reboot that, like, went in, like, a different direction with it, art-wise. And I want to check that one out more. Because I gave it, like, 10 minutes. I didn't, like, give it much thought at all at the time. And now I kind of want to go back and have a gander again. And I might do that just because, like, seems like a good time. But no, yeah, I heard Salty Rat on stream talk about maybe doing some Toontown at some point. And, like, just to get into, like, a goofy little game. And I would so be down to get a group of streamers together and do, like, some Toontown content on the regular. I tried to do that like a year ago, but like nobody was interested in playing this baby game with me. And so it's just like such a hard sell is the thing about it. To like someone who just has like no interest in playing Toontown, I'm just like, what is this? What are you trying to get me into, you know? And Salty Rat never struck me as the type for some Toontown, but if they're into it, I'm into it. Like, I'm always down, dude, for stuff like that. I need to do more, like, collaborative content like that at some point. Like, it just never strikes me that, like, oh, I could be doing that. Yeah, right. I forgot I have friends, who I can, like, ask to do streams with me. Like, I forget that there's, like, a whole community that I'm in that's, like, basically just streamers who want to collab on things. You know, but a lot of the times those guys are doing things like, what were they doing recently? Like Final Fantasy or like, I think they were doing, God, what's the other one? They were playing some like space game the other day, and I'm just not super big. Like a lot of the games they're playing, I'm just like, not really. I played Fortnite like a week ago, and I was like, I was so tempted to install Fortnite and start streaming Fortnite with them. And I honestly, I'd still be down. I'm not against it. Like, I'd totally be down for Fortnite. I don't really understand Fortnite beyond like the basic gameplay level of just like last man standing, get the thing, do the thing, and like the third person shooter angle. But like the like eccentricities of Fortnite escape me. Like, all the little things that make Fortnite unique just, like, escape me. I like the art, honestly. Like, I won't even lie to you. Fortnite's an alright-looking game. Visually. They're doing, like, a Doctor Who thing, and so, like... Or I think that's already passed, but, like... That is the closest I've ever been to, like, playing Fortnite regularly, or getting into Fortnite. Was, like, they announced they were doing a Doctor Who thing. And I think it's already over, so, but if it's still ongoing, I'm still considering, or if it's yet to happen, for like, the 60th anniversary, and you know me, I'm a huge Doctor Who enjoyer, and you can't, like, Fall Guys has done a couple Doctor Who things, and, like, it's genuinely brought me back to playing Fall Guys. Mind you, I refuse to spend money on a free-to-play game, is my issue, and so, like, I just, like... I want to earn my skins. Like, call me crazy, call me like a poo-poo old man gamer, but like, you know, I'd prefer if you didn't actually, but like, I prefer to like earn my in-game exclusive content. Like, I think it's a lot better. Like, I don't like the idea that like you could grind for like a weekend and earn the Doctor Who skins in Fortnite, or you could spend $10. Like, that just doesn't feel right to me. It feels not necessarily like pay to win necessarily, but pay to be cool. Like all the cool shit is like, and what's worse is like they incentivize you to pay by like making it super hard to get anywhere on the battle pass, and like if you buy into the battle pass even, like they make it super hard to like get any like actual like skins or emotes or anything that way that would be interesting. This is a problem with Fall Guys too, and just like the battle pass formula that Fortnite kind of popularized. It's super iffy to me, you know? It doesn't hit for me as well. I need more than one furnace. I can't be seen with only one furnace. Are you out of your fucking mind? Okay. Place a furnace in that corner. I'll fill this like corner with my ferni. I need some coal. Do you have any? You don't have any. Downstairs chest has some, right? Yeah, stacks of the stuff. Okay. Okay, there we go. We got more stone cooking. I don't know how often I want to... Oh, that looks good, dude. That's coming along great. Right. While that smelts, I'm gonna go stand inside. Well, oh no, let me get this. Let me get this, because I don't want freestanding leaves anywhere. Is that it? I'd hate for that not to be it and have to come back up here. No, that's it. Okay. Alright. Now I'm gonna go stand inside and take a little break, do a little stretch. Because again, that's another big tip that I got from the internet, was just do your stretches, take breaks regularly. One guy suggested like on the hour, every hour, and that's what I've been doing, but like I only stream for 2 hours, and so it's like one break dead center, and I think one break dead center does for me. Like I think if it were like a decent length break, I just don't want to be like on a BRB for half an hour, you know? I don't want that to be why I've streamed for 3 hours. It's because I streamed for like 2 hours, but I had like the starting soon, and then the BRB was like half an hour, and so... Like, all together, all told, I technically only streamed for like 2.5 hours. That feels like a cop-out, you know? Like, it stops mattering at a certain distance. Here, watch this smelt. Keep an eye on my furnace for me while I go have a quick break. I will see you guys in just a moment. Gonna play an ad. If you don't want to see the ad, you know what to do about it. By that I mean subscribe, not leave. But I guess leaving is a valid thing to do too. But don't leave. There's more content coming. BRB. Hooah. Whew. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna run out the timer, actually. I think, I gotta spend a minute chatting. How is everybody? Because I think the internet was right, honestly. I feel super, like, taking this... Oh my god. I see there was a rough patch. But I feel super reinvigorated. Man, I'm like, ugh, you know? Like, I'm here for it. I'm good to go. I'm raring. Like, just... And all it took was, like, I get up, a stretch, took a pee, sat here and sipped my water for just a minute. Absolutely great. Speaking of... Or I took a sip of my G Fuel. I need water to wash it down. Hold on. Because the flavor is nice. The peach flavor is nice, don't get me wrong. But, you know, it's kind of a hard one to... It's kind of a persistent one, I should say. But let's see. Oh, it's nighttime. Let me run over and get some sleep. But no, yeah, I feel like I could keep going for until the 3-hour mark at least. So that should be our halfway through break. You know? Like that should mark it. So let's take that out and put that in. Oh, excuse me. Big hiccups, big hiccups. System is not used to caffeine in large amounts, and so I'm getting some funny reactions. Anyway, creeper. Oh man, almost got him too. I almost got him. I swear, I just got a little too close. I got a little too antsy. Are you serious? I'm so glad, and you could see another creeper hole through there. Oh my god, really? I'm so glad I'm not standing next to anything important. Like, if I was standing on my bridge that I've been spending all this time building and that happened, man, that would be upsetting. Absolutely heartbreaking. But hey, it didn't. So I guess count my lucky stars or whatever. That it was just a bit of dirt. Everybody needs a bit of dirt. Now I have 1 dirt left over. Wow, 1 whole dirt. Don't spend it all in one place. Oh, speaking of spending it all in one place, let me spend this all in one way by making a bunch of stone bricks, not a stone button. I have no need of stone button right now. Oh, did I make too many? No, I didn't make too many. I'm gonna need them. Wait, are you telling me I was waiting all this time for the wrong resource? No, surely not, right? Surely I just need both, and I'm just like almost done with these. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ah, please tell me I need more, because I'm gonna need more anyway. Like, don't take this, don't take this the wrong way. I'm gonna need more, because I want to connect this path, this like bridge as a path through the island to my staircase. You know, and then maybe I'll continue as a bridge to that island over there. I don't know. I just thought it would be neat, you know? Right. I do need these. I need a good amount of these, actually, so it's not the end of the world. We'll do it like that. Yeah. So I don't want to place ones that I don't need to place, because I don't want to have to come back through and redo it. I suppose it wouldn't be all too bad for me to have to do that, but here's hoping I don't have to do that anyway. Just because, you know, I don't want to be wasteful. I don't want to be wasteful of both resources and my own time, because it would be so much easier if I could just... Oh, and that'll do it as far as stone bricks go. I don't have too much further to go. I've got like 3 blocks to fill in with stone bricks, and then we're done filling them with stone bricks. So I need wood primarily at this point, is what I'm realizing. I just need a lot more logs, because the logs not only are, remember, not only are our siding, but they're also going to be our extension downward. So I'm hoping that I can get an absolute number of them. So I'm gonna have to plan out where the poles are going, right? I'm gonna have to do that, and then I'm gonna have to actually like place them. And that might be a toughie. Let me go ahead and plant some more, so we have plenty to grow. Absolutely cover the island in trees so that I'm able to yop them all down. I think that terraforming looks fine. It looks a little odd, but like so does the rest of this cliff face, so it's not the worst in the world. Like I've seen worse. It's fine. Up we go. All right, first order of business: get the entire trunk. Well, almost the entire trunk. Then we'll start work on this side. Do a little tree trimming. And then we'll take more of these, please. Ha-ha! Boink, boink, boink. See, these big trees are a lot more involved than they are now. Like, I feel like the game has, like, gaslit me a little bit. Because, like, sure, they're not as much of a pain as I made them out to be. But, like, now in, like, the modern versions, I forget that they changed them sometimes. And so I'm just like, man, why did I used to hate cutting these down so much? And, like, now I see it. Like, now that I'm doing it again, I absolutely see it. I completely get why I would feel like that while cutting these down, because it's just like, man, why is it gotta be like this, you know? There's just so much tree to chop, and from like a bang for your buck perspective, like I love it. Like I totally love getting like a crap load of wood for simply like one sapling. Totally love that for me. But the only thing I don't love about it is falling out of the tree. Okay, yep, that's what we're doing now. That's not what I don't love. I mean, I don't love that either, but the only thing I don't love about it is just like the amount of time spent cutting down one tree. When you're trying to tree farm, or like when I'm trying to tree farm at least, I like to, you know, I like to sort of work through it in like a grind, and like these are too involved to be cohesive to the grind, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't feel... It doesn't, like, feel as accomplished, you know? It's like, what have you been doing all day? Oh, cutting down one singular tree and falling out of it every 5 minutes, by the way. And so it feels like you're doing less, but you're really doing more. And it's such like an odd thing, and man, this is one of the larger ones, so it's a perfect example. And they're so twisty-turny. Like, following the branches can be difficult, and so I always find that I'm leaving at least some wood behind somehow later. Like, and it's never noticeable on the spot, because, like, the leaves are dense. And so it's hard to, like, wade through them and realize that I've, like, forgotten a piece, you know? Get it with my hand. Get my hand up in there. Yeah. I think that'll do it. Yeah. There's a couple pieces of wood that need to fall from the tree. But otherwise, Good to go. Good to go. Good to go. So let me grabby. And then we'll be well on our way. Let me just get the bridge going. Because now we've got enough wood to make it through. Just a few more wood blocks, and we will be through it. No, I don't know how I'm going to handle that gap without having more stone bricks at my disposal. I think I'm just going to skip it for now. So we don't have enough blocks to do this whole thing anyway. I don't think we do anyway. We might. We genuinely might. Oh, I could finish this whole side instead of doing what I'm doing right now. Or at least come darn close to finishing it. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Like, it wouldn't be the end of the world to fall off right now, but I really don't wanna. Alright, 7 more. 7 more? Really? All that tree chop for 7 more? I don't know. I'm so, like, adjusted to my mods now, and my modded playthroughs include usually, like, a tree chop mod of some kind, whether it be, like, timber, or, like, HT's tree chop, or, like, some manner of thing. You know? So it's always something. Oh, the sun's setting over the thing. Neat little screeny. And keep it pushing so that I don't get murked out here. Just trying to live, dude. Yeah, it's a fine width, I think. Alright, I will have to come through once the sun is back up and yop down the rest of these trees. I need a new axe anyway, so it's not gonna be such a problem to just knock it down. That one grew like into the house. I hope we're good. Hope we're free and clear of any damages. It doesn't look like it got anything, so that's good. But this also saves us a little bit. You know why this saves us? Because do I have the wood for this? I do have the wood for this. This saves us because we can make ourselves a little axe action. And then here's what we could do. Action even. Oh, not like that. Okay. My wood planks back. Thank you. Anyway, a little action. Satisfaction. And then we can get started here like this. Ho ho! Ha ha! Wee-hee! Make a little dent in it from here, and do a bit of a scaffold. And now we're at the trunk. We're at the base of it. And we could just, like, cut it down from here without ever having to do that, like, climb up, climb down, waste, like, half of my axe's durability nonsense. That is, unless I fall out of the tree, in which case we'll have to do it anyway. But I am choosing to live with an optimistic future. That means I won't fall out of this tree even one time while chopping it down, and take full advantage of the blessing I've been given. See, like, the wood is, like, hidden in there. It's like an I Spy of just trying to think of these. God, the author of, like, the I Spy books is, like... Again, I'm just on my, like, childhood nostalgia shit right now, I guess. Because now I'm thinking about this. Like, they're, like, an incredibly interesting photographer when it comes to just, like, the type of photography and, like, how they collect objects for the I Spy books. I'm just like, yeah, just find things. Just find things and put them in. It's been a couple years, so my details are, like, all fuzzy, so I won't, like, go, like, spreading this information. But, like, there's like, a interview, there are, like, interviews with them, and, like, I read some articles a while back, just because, like, it really, those books, like, visually fascinated me as, like, a neurodivergent child, and, like, of just like, wow, that's like such a like an odd aesthetic, and like I love it, you know? Like even today I look at that stuff and I'm like, man, that's like, there's something about like all this like miscellaneous, like all these miscellaneous like wooden blocks and like knickknacks just like strewn throughout, you know? that, like, it does something for me, dude. I don't know. You know, the way I said it does something for me could be misconstrued. Do you think there's a guy out there who, like, children, close your ears. But do you think there's, like, a guy out there who gets off to the I Spy books? Like, there's just something about it that just, like, sets him into, like, a motion, you know? That would be... Whoa! Okay, hello, tree. I guess you're next. I was trying to pick out a tree and make sure I didn't forget anything on that tree, but I guess not. Not today. Clearly. Yeah, these leaves aren't gonna go on their own, I don't think. Simply because of, like, all the log that makes up my house. Okay, if I can do a little bit to sever them. And if they're still there when I come back inside to go to bed, then I'll cut them down myself manually. But for now, we're gonna keep our chops and have another tree or two. Nice tasty log. Clear out the island. I don't know how I'm gonna connect these two, like the stairs and the bridge. Part of me kind of wants to run a perimeter around this island, but I think I'll save that for that island over there, because it'll be much more warranted there, I think. Simply because of, like, the verticality involved in that one. I like, and, like, this island's got its fair share of verticality too. Like, there's plenty going on here in terms of, like, vertical reach. But yeah, no, I want to utilize this verticality a lot more than I have intention of utilizing that one's verticality. Right now, I'm sure I'll think of something cool. Like, I'm sure that'll come out cool and, like, you know, bits of that'll, like, utilize it. But, like, here, I'm trying to go for, like, a much more, like, natural usage of that. That doesn't involve, like, sets of scaffolding across the entire thing. Currently. Not that that's a bad look, but, you know, I'm trying to do something a little more industrial feeling over there. And something a little more natural over here. That's the thing about the sea, is that it helps me... It's a good, like, barrier so that I can do these, like, aesthetics in compartment. You know? No, I don't know what I'm gonna do about the bridge, because it doesn't look very industrial as it stands. But maybe there's, like, an easy, like, transition I can do over once I get to that island. Because I want this island's aesthetic to kind of be the default, like, this island's block palette to be, like, the, like, interwoven block palette of the world. But, like, for, like, all of my builds. But, like, I know that's not, like, insanely feasible. Is the sun setting yet? No, okay. It felt like it was getting darker, but that's just because leaves, you know? Can't reach up there to see if there's more that I'm missing out on. Nothing here. Let me get this one cut down. I'm starting to get hungry. I'm gonna need to make some bread soon for my consumption. Oh, I have some bread in my inventory. Okay, sick. I forgot I made, like, a absolute crap ton of bread earlier. Well, what is a crap ton of bread for early game anyway? It's only 19 of them. But sure, cat's going ham, dude. I'd love to hold him up to the mic and get him to say hi, but, like, sometimes they just won't. And I don't feel like looking like an idiot right now. Sometimes the little bastards will sit and scream at me while I'm streaming for no reason. They're not hungry, like, their auto feeder's got food in it, you know, and then, like, they're not thirsty because, like, the water bowl's got water in it. We even got, like, an auto watering thing for them. Because, like, apparently, like, I wanted to get one of those fountain things. They're just expensive, you know? But, like, they just like to scream at me, really. Mostly for attention. They just want to be seen, dude. And I understand that. But sometimes I am busy, you know? Oh, right. I need some stone bricks because I need to close that gap. So I'm gonna have to head back inside anyway. So I think I'll do something about that while I'm up there. Now, I don't know how many blocks long our bridge is, and I think it's about time I find out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ba 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 ba. Oh, right. That doesn't just make a clean 3, does it? You get out of here. You get out of here, leaves. Do not need you. Oh, he wants in his window. I see, I see. Here, let me clear these. As best I can, anyway. And then I'm gonna have to, like, I'm gonna have to punch a hole in the other side here and take a crack at getting the rest of these. Let's see, how much of it can I clear from here? A good amount. I don't want to step out though, because I don't want to miss any. And like these ones that are like right under the rim would go completely amiss. I think it's separated out enough that it'll go on its own now. I hope, because if not, then like that's gonna be an issue. Big sips, big sips. I forget why. Why is it that way? Why does one door always open first? I'll have to Google that. I'll be sure to share it with you next stream. Because like I genuinely am curious, and I think it would be a fun thing to talk about. Because like the quirks of old Minecraft are really something. Because like in beta it doesn't do that. So at some point between beta and this version, between 1.7 beta and this version, they managed to break it. And I would love to know how or why they've like broken it. All right. Hey, now's a great time for me to mention, by the way, if you're not following and you're enjoying the content, it'd be pretty cool if you could do that. I would kind of appreciate it. You know, just a little bit. I'm not gonna like grovel at your feet or anything. I'm not even gonna say thank you. Actually, I'll spit on you. Some people are into that. But make no mistake, I don't mean it in a well-meaning way. I am an ungrateful bastard. No, I'm just messing around. But like, yeah, no, I'm absurdly close to 200 followers, and I've been like very vocal about how great it would be to hit that number soonish. So if you're liking the content and haven't followed yet, maybe now's your time. But no, yeah, it's so funny. Because, like, because of the hiatus, I have a lot of dead followers. Not followers who are dead, mind you. I'm sure, like, most of them are alive and well. I would have no way of knowing. Excuse me. Oh, gas, man. Like, burping left and right now because I just took a big sweep. What was I saying? Oh, right. But, like, because of the gap I've taken, like, a few people, like, once I started streaming again, people were like, oh, you know, it happens to everybody. If just, like, somebody, like, goes dead for a while. And then it's like, you know, oh, I follow that guy? Maybe I should, you know, maybe I'll check in, you know? Or, like, I follow that guy? I don't want to follow that guy, you know? Okay, let's see. Let's see how long our bridge is. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103. So let's call it 105. All right, I think 105 is good. So if I have 104, it's 104. 104. We're calling it 104 because 104 is closer to the actual number. And it is divisible by 2, which is the important thing. So let me do some quick math. Let me do a math quickie, if you will. Quickie math. We're gonna do 104 divided by 8. Every 8 blocks. That's 13. Every 13 blocks. Yeah, it divides evenly, which is important. So I think every 8 blocks is a good like number to go for. Thus concludes the counting hour, by the way. So let's include these, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This does not conclude the counting hour. We will continue to count. It will be happening. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only for a minute though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Counting like this is an essential part of Minecraft. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It helps you get every build just right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I couldn't imagine doing this without it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Counting out loud just makes it so much easier for me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And squeezing in little bits of commentary like this is very helpful. 2, 3, 4. Oh, recount. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because it just helps me like stay focused. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the project at hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And also really illustrates 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where my head is at. 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll do, I think. It's a little weirdly off center, but I think that's fine. I think it'll be okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's one off. There we go. 6. That makes it a 6 wide gap. And that's not even like necessarily gonna be it 100% of the time. Now we gotta do the other side. Let's do the other side to match. I gotta be very particular about these diagonals because sometimes the one that looks like it's exactly to one side of it is not. But no, yeah, counting out loud is also good for like keeping up my content. I've died and risen once more. Welcome back to the land of the living, Jed. Good to see you. Good to see you. What, did you take a nap or did your like internet cut? What happened? Small animal chew your cables. Let's see. Took one of my eternal pisses. Ah, I see. Piss-based resurrection. Well, welcome back. Dude, I was staying at my in-laws this weekend just because like we're house sitting. And is that right? That doesn't look right. No, that's right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Fixed. It will not be 1 block off. I refuse to have the whole thing be 1 block off, so I'm going to claim that these are 1 block off instead. It's much easier for me to cope with that way, okay? Do I dare count behind myself to ensure that this is correct? Oh, okay, this isn't correct. Let me fix this one. There we are. I think I dare. But no, I was at my in-laws' place this weekend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That first one was still off, but I can fix it at the end. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a round-ish toilet bowl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means a round toilet bowl, or a round toilet seat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I genuinely don't see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 how people can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's right. How people can get by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with like such a small amount of surface area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to sit down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I'm not even a particularly big person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got some thighs on me, but that's about it. All the gaps are correct except for the last one. Great, cool. I've got some thighs on me, but that's about it. But like sitting on like one of those like almost perfectly circular toilets feels like I'm crammed in, dude. Like it's too much. Hit the point of being tired where I feel like I will never need sleep again. Oh god, that always comes right before the point where you feel like you will need to sleep forever. Or at least for me it does. I don't know about you. But that's usually where I'm at that point. So what can I do to get this right? 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these do need to be a block forward, huh? Yeah, no, they were right. Well, they were wrong, but now they're right. No, they were right. They were right the whole time. Wow. Neat. Yeah, let me do this, because I'm gonna have to... Get me out of the water. Oh god, we're gonna have to do some digging in the water, dude. Gross. Or we're gonna have to do some block placement in the water. Less gross, but still gross. There we are. And can I reach all the way up to do that? No, I can't, but I will be able to later. Let me down, let me down, let me down, let me down. A little bit of digging required in certain places. Just because, like, nobody is ever gonna see that it comes this far down, but I will know, you know? And I just... I can't live with myself. You know, I wouldn't be able... Not in good conscience can I leave it that way, you know? Also, I certainly don't have the wood for this. I've got, like, a stack and a bit, and that'll get me a little bit. But that's not gonna get me super duper far. Okay, this is the next one. God, I'm lining myself up with them funny. Hold on, let me make sure I'm lined up. Alright, this one comes on flat ground, so I don't have to break anything to get it done. Cool. Having to switch over and place a block that I'll be able to easily break. Oh, it's gonna be night by the time I get back. And like well into it too. Double checking, because I'd hate to be wrong about this. And I couldn't get so lucky twice, could I? But no, yeah, nobody's gonna see that it just ends. Like, not even me. Like, I'm not gonna come down here and double check after myself. But... you know, save everybody the stress of knowing. The burden of knowledge, if you will. For the sake of getting it right the first time. I'm a big proponent of... yeah, it is repeating slightly. Like, I know. It's strange. This is a 10-hour mix, so you'd expect 10 hours of music, but, you know. So I was so stoked when I found this 10-hour lo-fi mix, because I was just like, man, that's gonna be great for stream. I can't wait to use that constantly for stream stuff. You know, because 10 hours, that's, you know, when I was doing 2 hours on average, that's 5 streams worth of music. And granted, I've reused it a couple times. Like I've replayed it like once or twice from the beginning, just because like YouTube loses my place in it. And I felt like that was okay, and I felt like that's maybe why it was repeating. But at the 7-hour mark, I'm hearing things that I have definitely heard before when I was not at the 7-hour mark, you know? The 7-hour mark. It's like the 7-hour war, but like... oh, hi, Mark. Oh, did I do that in the wrong place? Aw. Aw. Please tell me I didn't do that in the wrong place. Aw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Here. No, I just got a weird look at it. It's fine. I didn't get it wrong. I got it right. I got it very right. And I've like triple and quadruple counted this, so I can't have gotten it wrong somehow. Right? Right? I've even made like compromises on the like build itself to ensure that I get it right. Building with logs is so tiring. It's just like, man, I love not knowing, like definitely never ever having enough. It's such an expensive block to grind out that like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're out of blocks. Okay, let me do the swim back here. Good old swam. And then let me get up on the thing. I need to light up the bridge anyway, temporarily, because I want to do some cool glowstone lights on it. But that can wait until we actually, like, because, like, next time I stream this, I want to go to the nether. I want to save going to the nether for, like, its own... Oh, don't do this to me. You can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrifice. Okay. But no, it looks good from the surface. It doesn't look incomplete at all. You know, maybe I'll just hang out up here where everything is done and everything is wonderful. Instead of like doing a mean old dip under just to find out that like, oh no, it's not done after all. So much log, dude. So much log is required of me. It's gonna be an overwhelming pain to get all of it, but I will get it all, and we will get it done. That's the thing about setting a goal like this for stream, is just that, like, I'm so happy that, like, I'm so happy knowing that this is gonna take a while, because, like, A, it gives me enough time that, like, I'm definitely gonna get it done, right? Like, but this is, like, a task that's, like, just long enough that I can do it in one stream, but just short enough where I can't warrant stretching it out to 2 streams, you know? And so for, like, you know, stream endurance reasons, I'm happy to have, like, a long, focusable activity, because, like, that's another thing that, like, really kills streams quick for me, is just, oh my god, creeper outside, creeper outside. Come around, bud. Stop hanging out at my window, dude. Don't have a cow, man. Don't blow up. Okay, can I maybe get lucky and sleep anyway? No. Not happening. Hello. Okay, he almost went off. Dead. Hey now, let me be. Another creeper. Alright, come on. Hiya! The classic. Wah! Got him. Oh, this side too, huh? Okay, well that worked out way better than I thought it would. I thought for sure he was gonna just blow me up. Like, I thought I was done for. I thought I was a goner, dude. Not like a goner, I wasn't gonna die. Well, I don't think I would've. But you can never be sure. Hello, Endyman. Speaking of things that need to die, or are going to. There are many a creeper on this island now. Back away from my house. Nah, man, not my house! Okay, I don't know where that Enderman went. I do know I need another axe, though, so... Oh, I hear him. I hear him teleporting around out there. Can you guys hear him? I don't know if the game audio is, like, loud enough on stream for you to catch that, because on my end, the music is, like, almost drowning him out. Where is he? Is he on the roof? I'll be upset if he's on the roof. Roof. No, he's not on the roof. Hey! I heard that. I saw you. Listen here, you son of a bitch. You get over here. Where'd you get that gravel? Hey. Stop it. He hit me. He's hit me. He hit me. They don't usually hit back. Not in this version, anyway. Yeah, you come here. You get the fuck out of here. Thank you. Hey! Howdy, howdy. How you going, gamer? Might I interest you in death? I think it would go great with the life you're having right now. It looks so narrow, though. The bridge looks like just a hair narrow, but, like, it's wide enough. I think it's the amount of, like, texture changes on it is just a little bit too much. But, like, it's not so too much that I'm gonna have to change it, you know? It's enough that it looks good, but it creates the illusion. It creates the illusion that it's a little bit narrow when it's really like it's like 5 blocks wide. It couldn't be much thicker without looking a little ridiculous. And I'm not gonna tear the whole thing down on the hunch that like maybe it might look better, you know? Okay. Get those. And get these. And then I'll plant a lot more trees after I get these cut down. And worst case, I'll use like all the bone meal I've acquired to like grow the trees back. So it's not just like an infinite waiting game of like, will the trees grow? Do I need to sit here another hour for the trees to grow? You know, do I need to like somehow like blow an hour of time? But I don't think I will. You know, I think the bone meal will do us just fine. There's like, I think a tree farm would work. Like I think I could build like a TNT, or not like a TNT, but like a bone meal tree farm. Do dispensers do the bone meal thing in this version? I'm not sure they do. That's the only thing I'd be worried about, but I can manually do the bone meal if I have to. I just need, like, when the tree grows, I need to, like, be able to hit a button or something and push it away. It'd be a little more complicated than, like, a modern tree farm, but I'm sure... Like, I'm certain there's a way. I wonder if in this version it does the thing where trees go through. I heard an Enderman. Was he in my creeper hole? Oh, God, the monster's down here, dude. Let's get him. Let's get him. Get him! Get him! Okay, I don't have any torches or I'd light this up. But since I don't have any torches, I'm not gonna light it up. It will remain that way forever! Constantly, like, spawning new mobs. Also, we didn't get an ender pearl from the last guy, so maybe this one will give us one. If he ever shows his face around here again, I understand why he wouldn't wanna. Come on, bud. I just want to talk. I'm just hanging out. Come on. See, Enderman griefing is one of those things that can be really charming in small doses. Hey! Welcome in. Good to see a fellow rat. How you doing? What's up? How's it hanging? I'm doing pretty well myself. I'm sort of just having a stream. Having a go about the place, building a nice little diagonal, semi-wonky looking bridge. Making a nice stream of it, you know? How are you doing? What's poppin'? Good to see you in. Also, what was I saying? I'm so bad about my train of thought, man. I really gotta do something. Like, maybe I'll see somebody. Not even like a specialist. I'll just see somebody and that'll make it better. Like, there's just like a special person out there who's not like a mental health professional or anything. Oh, you're underground, aren't you? You're back in the creeper hole. Where's the creeper hole from here? That's not the big one. Where's the big one? Wait, if that's the small one, it links into the big one. Right over here. Huzzah. Where are ye? Where ye be? No, he's not down here. Weird. Been better, been worse. Just been Twitch surfing. Oh, Enderman griefing, right. Last I heard you were going on about Enderman griefing. Right. Yeah, Enderman griefing is one of those things that can be really charming. A lot of people find it annoying that, like, especially if you're building within, like, a block set that includes, like, cobblestone or naturally occurring blocks, like the stuff they can take. Or you're, like, building in, like, a really nice terraformed area and they just start yoinking your grass blocks out from under you. Like, I see how that can be annoying, but, like, I genuinely find it so charming that occasionally, like, because I have in a personal world of mine, I have a bit of an Enderman problem, wherein, like, for some reason, in, like, the plains biome that I'm in, Endermen love it. Like, Endermen are super fond of just spawning around my base, and because it's made of, like, stone and cobblestone, it's, like, insanely easy for them to... I need to plant more trees. It's, like, insanely easy for them to just yoink blocks from it. And I understand, like, to some degree, because, like, it does get annoying at times of just, like, there's just, like, holes in the landscape that I have to, like, go around and fix every now and again. But, like, on small scale, when it's, like, a couple Endermen every now and again, just like, oh, where'd that block go? Hey, wait a minute, you know, just having little sneaky thieves around. I think it's a fun little mechanic, you know? Can't have shit in the plains. I hear you! Where did you go? I'm gonna find you, Enderman. I will find you. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Alright, where is he? I think he's just over the hill, honestly. I think he's just hanging out by the water. Which is a very dangerous spot for him to be, considering. I'm not seeing him. Alright, well, I'll keep cutting trees down and keep keeping an eye out for him. He's got to resurface somewhere. Either that or he'll despawn. But no, yeah. The bridge is coming along nicely. I just got to get the support struts in and maybe some fencing. The trouble is I don't think, like, I mean, the fences aren't going to connect diagonally, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do for guardrails. I might use half slabs or something. Even though they can't be placed upside down, even right side up, just the lift that would give it would probably work out nice. I don't know, though. Suppose we'll find out. Okay. Oh, let me get this one, too. While I'm here. And how much wood do we have now? 64 and a bit. That's enough to, like, wait for the rest to grow while I go off and start making progress on this again. See, I've got a couple supports down there. Start working on this end, I guess, while I just hang around. They're just deep enough that nobody will ever notice. There we go. There it is. There it is. Okay. Oh, gotta take this down a block. Perfect. And there goes our little bit, and now we gotta get onto our stack. Okay, there we go. Another one. But no, yeah, building this bridge has been a lot of fun. I'm having a pretty sizably good time doing it. It's enough blocks in that it doesn't require me to go much further. Boom, boom. Boom. God, yeah, that's another thing that I don't like, that some people don't enjoy, and I think is like sometimes I see where they're coming from, sometimes I don't, when it comes to like the ye olden Minecraft community, like the golden age of Minecraft community, who still like play these older versions and are like, oh man, it's so much better than a modern game. Because like those kinds of people I find kind of obnoxious. Just the like, not the people who think that this is better necessarily for them, of just like the people who are chill about it and are just like, yeah, no, I like modern Minecraft, but like I genuinely just prefer to play like beta or like early release or even alpha or inf dev or whatever, you know, like those people I don't have any beef with. I got no beef. Those guys are great. The issue being the people who are just like, oh, modern Minecraft is the worst thing I've ever played, and anyone who plays it needs to like dive off a cliff head first, you know? And it's like, I'm exaggerating, of course, but like the people who are just so aggressive about how bad the modern game is in their opinion. And it's like, that's all fine, well and good. You're allowed to have those opinions, of course, because like development now is like, without giving any hard point, you know, development now is unarguably, just for the sake of, like, not having an argument, like, development of the game now is like, different. It's very different to how it used to be. And I understand, like, preferring one development cycle over the other, you know? Particularly because old Minecraft got a lot more done, but it was a lot more experimental about it, I should say. Yeah, that's coming along. I think I want to do a little more than that. I don't know what I would do, but I'm thinking that's good. The music has stopped, though, so I'm going to have to do something about that. Let me run inside and get some rest. And don't shoot at me. Don't come by my house. Hey, now, leave me alone, creeper. Hey, no, I just want to make it inside. I just want to go home, dude. I want to go home now. Whoa, okay. All right. This is a little much for me, I think. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, why are they swimming after me? Why are they swimming after me? Quit it. No. They're so on my ass, dude. Go away. Go away. Ow. No, this isn't how it ends. This can't be how it ends. Come on, let me inside. No. No, I won't allow it. I won't allow it. This can't happen to me. Oh, come on. Funny knockback. Funny knockback. Okay, alright, alright, alright. We're up the hill. There's not much they can do to us now. Just get inside, get inside, get inside. Don't even worry about trying to sleep. Oh, okay. Alright, that was a mess. I'm gonna sit here and heal up while I get the music going again. 4 hours of chill Nintendo lo-fi music. Sure. Oh, this is just Nintendo music regular, not even lo-fi. Heck yeah, original flavor. Speaking of flavor, let me take a big sip while I'm just sitting here. Ah. Sorry, it was the last of the G Fuel, and I like it's that last sip on like energy drinks and like alcohol and stuff like that. Like the further you drink in, it seems like the more like concentrated the flavor is. And the very last one is, like, always too much, you know? I've never taken, like, a final sip of something like that and gone, yeah, that was the right amount. And, like, on the rare occasion that I do, it's, like, it's shocking. Okay. There's plenty of fellows out here tonight. Come on. Have at ye. Huzzah! Hark and whatnot. I saw someone on TikTok trying to like convince the public that we should bring hark back into like fashion as like a part of speech, and like I almost agree. Like I almost feel like that could be the move, you know? Let me do this for now. I can rebuild tomorrow. I think that clears us out enough to where we can sleep though. This is not the right music for the moment. I'll give you that. Like, this is just a touch fucked. Oh god, if one of them goes off, they both go off. Hey! You get out of here! Oh! Oh. Okay, there's still one out there. This is like a very dangerous activity. Like, I'm starting to, like, lessen like my grip on the gravity of the scenario because I do this like every in-game night now. So it's like, yeah, so what, you know? Come on, the creeper. Okay, is that enough? Is that enough to get him far enough away? It's not. You know what I don't miss though? You know what I'm glad didn't make it to this version? I'm glad, like, Nightmares didn't make it to this version. Like, I'm glad that, like, the idea that the player can just be awoken from a slumber, you know? By, like, some manner of creature. I'm gonna have to remake my doors because I do not trust myself to step out and get my doors. So we're making new doors, folks. That's what we're doing. It was that, like, that shook me a little bit of just like, oh, I can just die at any time, huh? You know? Real eye-opener there. About just, like, that's what this is, dude. Like it or not, that's where we're at. Okay, can I sleep? Please? I barely even see any monsters. Come on. I don't want to go out there. I'm pretty sure the like Enderman won't despawn on me. Pretty sure any mob considered close enough will come to me if I just pop the door open and hang out for a second. Will you come to me if I look at you? No reaction, that's new. Okay. Alright, go to bed. No? Alright. You know, I think I'd be having a lot easier of a time if I didn't have to basically play Five Nights at Freddy's every single time the night fell and I couldn't make it to my bed in time. I could just get greedy and fill that in. Like, the Endermen count, right? I don't know if they know how to count, but do they count toward the monsters nearby thing? Because they're not technically hostile right now. Until I, like, whack them. Speaking of whack them. Get him to go away. Oh, he remained angry at me. Die! He can teleport in here. Like, into the house anytime he wishes. Okay. Got his ass. Got his ass. Alright, let's try to go to bed now. And see if getting rid of that closer Enderman would do it. I'm pretty sure they do count. Your scream cutout? Oh my god, very funny. Clip that. I want to have a listen to that later. If ye can, if ye would be so inclined. I think we're clear. We're free and clear. Are we? Yep, the sun's coming up now. So I might as well just wait it out. Okay. Let me make a bunch of, bone meal. And I'll bone meal my way through this. Bone and mealing. Oh my god. The crops are grown with bone and mealing. Okay. Let me get rid of these zombies. And let me fight you. I'm gonna kick your shit. I'm gonna kick your shit. Where'd you go? There you are. I'm gonna kick your shit. Wah! Where'd you? Don't teleport behind me. You're pulling anime moves. That's illegal. Or at least it should be. Where you go? Where you go? Whoa. Oh, yeah, become re-mad at me. Come on. Wah! Got him. No pearl. Bad pearl luck today. Bad pearl luck. This is looking real good, though. It looks a little bare, but I can always decorate it more, you know? It's not like it has to be that way, you know? Kill a spider. I've got murder on my mind right now. Let me run around and grow as many trees as possible. Oh, can't go that way anymore. I've been blocked by my own tree growth. I've got a growth. And the only thing that can fix it is more tree. See? Displaced dirt block. That definitely was not there before. Enderman charm. I almost wish they, like, placed the block they were holding when they died, but, like, it's cool to, like, be able to access, like, dirt blocks, or, like, grass blocks without silk touch. Dude, like, to this day, as someone who's, like, a long-term player of the game, I can't grow this one. This one's ungrowable. As like someone who's like a long-term player of the game, it just like, it still feels like cursed to me. Did you just spawn under that tree just now? It still feels cursed to me to be able to hold a dirt block, or to be able to hold a grass block in my hands and have it in my inventory. It's like when you used to like be able to like cheat and get like fire and water, or like lava and water and like fire too, just like straight into your hand. And it's like, these are like blocks I should not be allowed to just have, you know? Chris did not want me to clip that scream, but I also did anyway. Oh, right, rat maid. Yeah, here. 10-minute rat maid. So we are at 10:37. At 10:47, I will stop being rat maid. Let me make sure that go through. That went through. Okay. I always like I have like zero faith in hotkeys. Like I will always like. There's almost no point in me having hotkeys for things because I will always check behind it, and it's like almost as much effort to check behind it as it would be just to do it manually. I mean, it's nice to have the hotkey, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad about the hotkey, but cute. Hey, thank you. Welcome in, by the way. First time chatter. Arctic 824, welcome in. But no, yeah, it's, like, I just, like, I have no faith. Like, I hit the button, and if there's no, like, auditory feedback or, like, immediate, like, on-screen visual feedback for me, because, like, I have my, like, I have, like, VODs, like, just shoved into, like, the corner of my screen where it's still, like, not minimized. Because if it minimizes, then it just stops updating. And, like, it's not, like, captured correctly. So I can't just have it minimized. So I have to keep it, like, you know, like, open in a window, but, like, tucked, like, almost, like, completely off screen. Just because, like, I can't, like, not that I can't stand to look at it, but... Hello? Why? Don't do that. The door just, like, popped itself back open. I don't appreciate that. That's spooky, dude. Like, I know it's just jank, but, like, come on. Don't do that. But no, yeah, because there's no, like, visual or auditory feedback immediately. Like, I have to double check, and it's, like, almost as much work to double check as it would be to, like, just do it. You know? But, like, I don't know. It's the paranoia. I'd hate to, like, go to do it and then not be able to do it. Herobrine moment. Yeah, I feel like I'm playing From the Fog again. More Minecraft horror not horror maps, horror mods are happening lately because of, like, and like, I attribute it to, like, From the Fog being a big, like, hit, and so people just, like, riding that wave of Minecraft horror mods. And honestly, I'm here for it. Give me shit that, like, doesn't add, like, a spooky monster that kill you in 2 hits, you know, but, like, will add, like, things like, you know, little, like, ambient horror bits to the game. Like, I am all for that. Like, I could not be more into that. Been here for a while now, just lurking. Oh, no worries. Good to have you, good to have you. But, like, ambient horror in Minecraft is fantastic. It's just, like, chef kiss. Absolutely fantastic. And I think as it, you know, as that grows, of course there are going to be some stinkers, but, like, man, I'm enjoying what there is so far. I haven't played anything but From the Fog yet. Like, I'm just, like, I think there's one with, like, blood in the title, or, like, Ocean of Blood or something like that. That's out, that's, like, a little more overt from what I've heard. But, like, even that, like, I'm still interested in it. I haven't heard a lot about it. It just seems like a very interesting thing. Okay, let's go fill some more of this in. Let's go make progress on the build we're doing. What do you guys think about that? Make progress? Play the video game? To be fair, I was playing the video game. I'm not just, like, taking wild breaks here. I'm just, like, I gotta get the resources. I gotta have the stuff to be able to continue the build. I'm lined up, yeah? I am lined up. Good, 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 good. Okay. Ha! Boink, boink. Okay, now we go forward here. I've got plenty of wood, dude. I have so much wood you wouldn't believe. I'm, like, on the corner of the block. I need to be a little further in so I know for sure which one I'm placing on. Plenty to get me through. Good shit, good shit. But no, yeah, the caffeine is helping, I think. Like, I don't feel, like, insanely energized or anything, but, like, I definitely feel like I have the energy to, like, endure more of this. Because, like, usually at this point, I say endure like I'm having a bad time. I'm having a real good time. And I'm never not having a good time on stream, but it's just, like, it's, like, the, like, daunting thing of, like, knowing how much time you have ahead of you. And going, like, and trying to, like, gauge your, like, social battery and go, like, oh, I've got to do this for another hour, you know? Like, when your social battery's already running pretty low, and so it, you know, let me grab this other stack and hopefully not drown in the process. And so it's just, like, a thing where, like, the caffeine is totally helping me. You know, 90% of caffeine drinkers stop right before the big energy hit. Keep drinking, keep gambling. Bad habits endorsed. It also, like, it removes my filter a little bit, I'm finding out. Like, the additional energy just, like, has me saying stuff that I, like, would normally not think of. Which is another thing about streaming that I think about constantly, that I want to bring up. I wanted to bring up, but I don't want to sound disingenuous, right? Because, like, I have this issue where, like, I try to remain semi-professional. Because, like, I came up in broadcast. Like, I did, like, you know, very small-time local broadcast stuff for, like, some years in high school. And, like, in, like, professional broadcast, they teach you to be entertaining, but not too much. Don't be yourself as much as just be, like, the funniest version of yourself, and that teaches, like, a little, like, that ingrains a little insincerity. Not that, like, the jokes I make are insincere, or, like, my personality is insincere, but it like, induces a filter of some kind, where it's like, you know, oh, well, I can't say that. I shouldn't say that one. That one wouldn't get as big of a laugh as a different joke, and so, like, I'll end up, like, sort of kind of, like, censoring myself, and, like, I feel like that's a lot of, like, what's lacking in my content is just me, you know? Oh, don't drown, don't drown. Try not to drown challenge. Yeah, we're about halfway through. We need a couple more stacks of wood, and we'll be raring to go. But, I think that's, like, a lot of my problem, content creation-wise, is just, like, I struggle to remain entirely sincere, and I feel like I censor myself just a little too often on the jokes I make. Because, like, it's not like I'm, like, thinking of, like, some really edgy shit to say, and I'm like, oh, well, I can't say that on Twitch. It's nothing that's, like, you know, reputation ruining or, like, TOS breaking or anything. It's just, like, small things. Like, let me take a sip. It's just small things, like, I shouldn't reference a TikTok sound right now on stream. I shouldn't do that, you know? Like, little, like, stupid things that, like, really, in the grand scheme, don't matter as much as it would, like, it would make it funnier if I didn't care so much. You know, I feel like I care a little bit too much for, like, a casual Twitch stream. But hey, that's just me. Try to be better. And the stream is still struggling. I don't know what's up tonight with like, my internet. But, like, I seem to be having a couple of issues with Twitch. I got bones to pick with you, Twitch. Erg, and whatnot. I don't think it's the internet. Yeah, I know. It's been like flawless lately. So, like, I think there's something with, like, my OBS settings. Or maybe, like, you know, maybe, like, Twitch is having a wider issue I'm not informed about. You know, it could be any number of things, really. I just, you know... Oops, sun's going down. So I picked a real good time to be inside, then. Is what I'm thinking. Here's what else I'm thinking. Revolutionary new idea, right? Never thought of before. Totally brand new. I make 2 axes this time. So that when my axe breaks, I'm not, like, completely out of luck in the middle of a tree. You know? I got a backup axe. Secondary axe. Alright. After last night being so rough, I think I owe it to myself to, like, sleep through the night this time. And then we'll head out and we'll plant some trees. Plant some happy little trees. Oh, that despawned right in front of me. I saw it happen. Not that close to the house. Okay, I need to give the house sort of a wide berth. Haha. To ensure that, I don't, like, grow a tree through it again in such a way that I'm gonna have trouble getting rid of said tree. Again, just cover the whole darn island. Just absolutely coat it in trees. We're going to, for like the third time now, we're going to like establish a forest. Just so we can cut it down again. No, 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 no. A little too close to the house. Gotta be careful. Alright, now we do the choppins'. We do some little choppins' while we wait for the rest of the trees to grow, and by the time we're done doing our little choppins', it should be about time that the growth of the trees is done. And let me get in on this one. God, that's a weirdly shaped one. I think it just grew into some leaves that were already there, is the issue. Pretty good luck on no big trees. We still got one, but pretty solid luck all around. But no, yeah. We're so close to being done with, like, everything I wanted to complete on the bridge today. I just need to get these supports in. And for that, I need to cut down this tree. And then the other trees. And then I need to grow more trees and cut those down. The whole shebang, the whole bit, you know? I've almost got a stack already, jeez. Okay, maybe I won't need nearly as many trees as I thought. I forget how, like, quickly wood accumulates when you're, like, actively getting it. It's just, I'm so used to, like, stockpiling wood and then being done stockpiling wood, you know? Just, like, indefinitely. Until I need, like, a project that needs a lot of wood, and then I barrel through all of it, and then, like, chopping wood is the next, like, 3 weeks of my life in-game. So that I can, like, replenish those stocks. And usually I end up spending them on the big project, and then I gotta go do it again, you know? Alright, that'll do me, I think. Let me see, can I get over to this tree without, you know, falling out of the other one? So I'd love it if I can get both trees in one trip up. Save myself a little bit of the effort. A little bit. Let's come right up here and do a little funny grab. But no, yeah, I think this world is coming along fantastically for, like, how early on we are in it. I think it's a bit early to be saying things like that. Just because, like, again, we had a near-death experience for the first time in a couple streams today. And for hardcore, that almost means, like, series over. Like, this time, I gave myself a couple mulligans just because, like, we were dying within the, like, starting stream. And I don't want to be the idiot who has a one-part series, you know? I want to last a little longer than that to make it meaningful, you know? And so it just becomes... It became like, alright, one more try. Okay, that was bullshit. One more try. And then, like, just running through... But, let's see. Where did I inevitably forget some? In there, I think. I see the wood block I forgot. Yep. Up we go! There it is. I think this is the only one we're forgetting. Oh, I'm not quite high enough that I can reach it just yet. A little further. Oh, there's another one too, isn't there? No? No, that's it. That looks to be about it. Solid turnout this stream, by the way. I don't like to pat myself on the back, Because I'm not, and I'm not right now. I'm patting you guys on the back. Solid turnout. Really appreciate it. I know that sounded like super sarcastic, but genuinely, I really appreciate it. What are we at? A stack and a bit? That's usually what we go for, but I'll go a little further as to cut down the rest of the trees that are already grown. Alright, Ratmaid is over. Ratmaid ends. Friendship ended with Ratmaid. Regular Rat is my new best friend. Again, double checking, because hotkeys are bullshit. I'd love, like, just, like, a little auditory, like, ding, for, like, switching over. Or, like a boop, you know? I wonder if I can, like, add that in such a way that, like, you guys won't be able to hear it. Because I can turn it into my mixer in such a way that it won't be awful. It is kind of a chill stream. I wouldn't say was. We're not quite done yet. We're still schmoovin'. But no, yeah, I want to do many more like this. Because on Wednesday we got Half-Life, and then Friday I get to find out what all this alien stuff in Subnautica was about last week. Because, like, that's been on my mind non-stop, dude. So I had seen people play Subnautica, but I had never seen, like, that far into the main story. Like, I haven't seen very deep into it, and just, like... Because, like, the ship was, like, my only point of interest pre-last stream, and now, after last stream, like, I am infinitely more intrigued by, like, the aliens and, like, the rescue ship that's coming to save me. I hope, like, the only thing I'm worried about, right, I won't do too much Subnautica talk outside of the Subnautica stream, for the simple fact that I don't want to have to, like, repeat myself a whole ton. But, like, the only thing that, like... Oh, hello, okay. Be patient. I'll cut you down. But, like, the only thing that, like, I'm worried about is just, like, the ship that's on its way to save me. Like, the Sunbeam, I think it's called. I'm, like, almost convinced it's actually gonna show up. Or it's gonna crash. So, like, best outcome, in my opinion, not for the player character, obviously, but... Oh, it is a little narrow. I technically only did it 2 blocks wide. Even though, like, it is, like, 3 blocks, because it's 1, 2, 3. It comes out as, like, 2. Oh, well. Chalk it up to diagonals being weird. But what was I saying? Oh, I think best outcome is, you know, the ship crash lands, and then... Gosh, I did get pretty far along. And then I get to just, like, explore and, like, moreover, like, just steal from that ship. And then have it, you know, have its supplies and continue exploring. Because, like, if the game offers me a way out, I feel compelled to take it, you know? Like, even though it's like, hey, here, like, I think that's... Because that's totally a possibility that, like, the Sunbeam will land now that, like, I've found all this cool alien junk. And, like, now that, like, the game has more to entice me with than just, like, a crashed ship and that's it. Now that there is, like, an alien, base and, like, living aliens to, like, figure out clearly, like, I think that's, like, a genuinely, like, interesting dilemma of just, like, yeah, I could leave, but, like, cool alien stuff is happening. Cool undiscovered alien stuff. And, like, I'm very torn between, like, get the hell out of here and, like, see the aliens. You know? And I can do both. I can just, like, save my game and do both, if that's a thing. But I'm hoping it won't give me that choice. That way I can, like, have it... That way I can do both in, like, one playthrough by exploring the crashed ship and also exploring the alien stuff. Okay, alright. Swap that into my arms and fill it back in. I don't know. I know I said I wouldn't do too much Subnautica talk, so I'll cut it there, but that's just like... Because, like, I'm done. That's just, like, the point I wanted to make. Oh, we've only got a few more of these left. Check it out. It's coming along. I'm thinking I want to do, like, bracers or something under it, too. I'll take some time off stream to figure out what exactly I want to do there. And then we'll do it on stream. Once I know what I'm getting myself into. So I don't know. It's a little late in the stream for, like, it's a little late in the build for trial and error. You know, I think that, like, especially in the water, I'm just like super not down to like trial and error this in the water. So I'll probably like tool around with like stuff mentally and then figure out what I want to do with it and then come back to it, you know? But like, believe you me, the building will be done on stream. Like, you're not gonna miss anything. Trust, trust, trust. Okay, it's getting dark. I should probably head back. I don't have enough to finish this. But I could keep going anyway. No one would stop me. Like, I've got 8 blocks left. I might as well use them. See, this is how a death happens. This is how they get you. This is where it all falls down around me because I was stupid and greedy and didn't know when to quit. I want to swim between them. Like, I'm thinking doing, like, bracers between here and, like, on the sides will give it, like, the girth, for lack of a better word, that it needs. But maybe it won't. Maybe it'll suck. Who knows? Big sip of my water. These, I'm gonna miss these, like, swims back and forth, because they're just long enough that I can take a good long sip of my water and still have room to, like, speak, you know? Like, I feel like walking the bridge isn't, like, it, well, I know for a fact it isn't, because swimming is slower, but, like, I feel like the bridge is faster, and so it's, like, a shorter amount of time that I'm able to spend, you know? And that's almost sad, in a way. Alright, time for the nightly Five Nights at Freddy's. Except I get to murder. Also, FNAF is like one of those franchises, I want to say. FNAF is like, this is like a thought I've been holding on to for a while. One of those franchises that's like super embarrassing to like not for like, oh, it's a kid's game, you know? Children like this, you know? But like, like, and not even like, oh, the fandom. I hate the fandom, but like the game is good, you know? It's like, just because of the nature of the franchise, it makes it so hard to like, dude. Like a hard game to love. A tough game to like openly like, even. Without, like, risk of, like, man, people are gonna think I'm very lame for this. And, like, I'm not usually a guy who, like, cares too much about what people think of me. I just enjoy the things I enjoy. But, like, there are some things that even I, like, cringe is dead, but not that dead. Not so dead that you can, like, openly be a Five Nights at Freddy's fan as a grown adult man, dude. I don't know, I don't mean to shit on anybody. Like, I'm just saying, for me personally, it's one of those things that's just, like, super hard for me to justify. Hello. Goodbye. Hello, Cramper. Okay. Anybody else chasing? Yeah, you. Every time I hear this song, I think of the fucking, I think of that Germa edit. I forgot I could sprint, dude. I've been walking everywhere because of the food shortage at the early game. And I forget that, like, sprinting exists, and I have the food to justify sprinting. Okay, is that enough? Is the nightly FNAF over? It's over! It's Jover! We're so back! Alright, let's go. Let's go! Alright. Clean up shop a little bit while we cut down some trees. I think the rest of these guys are gonna burn, really. Except for the Enderman I just saw. Where'd he go? There he is. There he goes. I have more pressing things like this creeper anyway. So it's not the end of the world. Righto. Maybe I'll do the supports tonight. I'm just gonna need a lot of wood for it. And so, wood gathering, and then a lot of swimming will be required of me. And so I'm trying my darndest to put it off, dude. Like, I'm trying so hard to not have to do that right now, even though, like, I know it has to be done. In my heart, I know it to be true, and I can't accept it. But, I'll have to accept it, because it's just gonna happen. Like, it's just one of those things. It's gotta happen. Canon event, chopping down trees. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. Get him. Get him. I'm glad Minecraft is such, like, an evergreen game for everybody else, too. Because, like, for me, I don't think I'll ever get sick of it. Like, no matter how I'm playing it. Sometimes I play it in new and interesting ways, and that's really exciting. But even when I'm just playing the vanilla game, it's still... like, it still excites me. It's still a fun game for me, and like, I'm glad that, like, the Twitch algorithm also thinks so pretty consistently, and then, like, the average Twitch viewer is enjoying a Minecraft stream every now and again. Because, like, it makes it so easy for me to justify, I'll play Minecraft today, you know? And it's such a great stream game, too. Not only is it, like, what I would argue is, like, the best game, period, for, like, the most acceptable game. The most, like, a game for everybody, you know? Like, some people just don't get it, and, like, I guess that's okay. You could just say you have no imagination, that's fine. You can tell me, it's alright. But, yeah, that's what I get for making snide little comments like that. That is an entirely fair reaction to the thing I just said. Thank you for keeping me in check, Creeper. But no, yeah, it's not for everybody, but it's for almost everybody, is the thing about it. You know? You see what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Hello, that Enderman didn't look right. Right? He was holding a block weird. He's doing a funky little stance. See, ever since that door shutting thing, I'm just like, I'm in a creep state. They put me into my creep state. It's got a once per stream cooldown on it. Once I've entered my creep state, I can be scared by anything. Now, the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack is so much fun. It's so silly. It's so goofy. I love it. Like, not to loop it back around to Toontown again. I got Toontown on the brain. Sue me. But, like, I swear, Toontown, like, sounds just like Banjo-Kazooie to me. Like, it doesn't sound just like Banjo-Kazooie. Like, they're, like, distinguishable. And, like, Toontown is obviously, like, slightly, I'd almost say lower quality video game orchestration, just because, like, Banjo-Kazooie is just so high up. And, like, you know, it's obvious they cared about the Toontown orchestration, so I don't want to say it's low quality, but it's lower quality. And what was I saying? Oh, right, yeah, no, so they clearly cared, you know, about what they were doing, but, like, they sound like they clearly took inspiration, but I can't find any citation that, like, follows that, you know? I can't find any citation that says they did take Banjo-Kazooie inspiration. Maybe it's because Banjo-Kazooie uses a lot of, like, very cartoony instruments anyway. Like, maybe that's where I'm getting, like, confused, is just that, like, Toontown didn't get inspired by Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie got inspired by, like, old cartoons, and so did Toontown, and because they share that similar inspiration, they execute it in similar ways, is what I want to say is happening. But, like, it could totally just be the case. Is what I imagine is playing in your head, like, 90% of the time. Yeah. Yeah, you're not far off. Hello, Enderman. Die! Oh, he's doing damage to me. He hurt. Hey, but I got payment for my pain. Ain't that nice. I think I've got enough wood now that I can afford to make my way over and start working on filling the rest of the sand. Because I think we're just about done, really. Like I think it's like nearly over now. I mean, yeah, the song's nearly over, but like I mean the construction of these pillars. It's nearly done. Wait, did I miss the part where it's not done? No, I didn't finish this. Okay, yeah, here's the gap. I was just before the gap in such a way that the perspective made it look like it continued completely. Here we go. Right where I left off. Dude, if 2 stacks isn't enough, I don't know what will be. I'm not sure I know what is enough if 2 stacks isn't enough from the point I'm at. And double checking. Yeah, it's the right block. I just don't want to be wrong. I just don't want to get it wrong. Alright, uppies, 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 uppies. Uppies, people, uppies! Okay. Boom, boom, boom. None of those were in the right place. 0 out of 0. Well, 0 out of 3, I guess, but 0 out of 3. Correct me. Oh, I got the wood block back. I don't need to, like, dive in to get it. Oh, I already started on the next one. This is where I left off the first time. Yeah. Put it right across. Put it right across. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, pow. Now that means this one is the one adjacent, right? Yeah. Oh, and it's on a block that I have to, like, dig out. Of course the last one would be. Of course. Oh god, I need to get up. I need uppies! Uppies now! Thank you. I'm so used to, like, the water bubbles having to, like, refill once you surface. Like, there's, like, a cooldown for when you can go back in. That, like, I get real worried about, like, these old versions where you can just dip out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bam! And that's that. Okay. So here's my idea, right? We're gonna do a little funny. By first, oh, there's like a way up here. Doing that. And then we're gonna, come on. I just barely can't reach it, which is gonna make this whole thing that much harder. There we are. Okay, don't worry about that side. Okay, coming. Let me up. Let me up. Let me swordfish. Let me swordfish. Okay, let me up. Let me up. Let me up. It doesn't have to look pretty. It just has to get me uppies. Long enough to... Oh, those don't line up even a little. Oh, why don't those line up even a little bit? Oh, why, oh, why? Oh, why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made like triple sure that this one is where it should be. Which means this shouldn't exist at all. Tear it down. Tear them down, boys. Get them. Kill them. Okay. Ooh, kill him. Ooh. Okay. Hey, water flows. You want to not do this to me? You want to not absolutely ruin me like this? Please and thanks. Stank you, stank you. Okay. Oh, heck yeah, more banjo. Actually, this is Conquer. Might as well be the same thing, really. They're both rare. Stonker's Bad Fur Day. It's one of those adult games in like the same way that like Rick and Morty is an adult cartoon because they say swears and make an odd poop and sex joke. Not at the same time usually, but sometimes they do that. Yeah, I think the ones on the side are just enough, and I'm definitely not saying that because I don't want to do these crossbars. They say the fuck word sometimes, yeah. Oh, that helps tremendously, actually. That is a great help. Oh, not like that. Not quite. I hate that I have to, like, get right up against the block. The game was my childhood. Oh, man. Like, it's one of those that's, like, rated M, but, like, realistically, the target audience is, like, 14-year-olds. Is mostly what I mean by that. And that's not a bad thing, necessarily. It just, like... I just find it funny when things are like, this is mature, this is for the big guys, the adults. When it's like any adult looking at Conker's Bad Fur Day. Well, most adults looking at Conker's Bad Fur Day, who are normal and not like us weirdos on the internet, or at least me, I'm a weirdo on the internet, are going to like look at it and go like, this is just a bunch of cheap fart jokes, cheap shit jokes mostly, and alcohol. He drinks, and that's about the size of it. But no, it's a good game. It's a really good game under all of it, and I like it. Still have my physical copy? Oh, man, I wish I still had one. I got one at one point, and then a friend borrowed it. And like, just stole it. You know? Which, to be fair, I shit in his trash can. This is not a fake story. I swear to God, that's a real thing that happened. He borrowed my copy. So, like, he borrowed my copy of Mario Kart 64, which I still never got back. And okay, it wasn't even my copy of Mario Kart 64. It was a copy that, like, was from a friend, right? See, I'm complaining about cheap shit jokes, and now I'm doing the cheap shit jokes. But, like, he borrowed my copy of Mario Kart 64, which I had borrowed from another friend, and that friend was just like, oh, yeah, you can borrow it, too, if you want. Like, you know, they gave me the green light. I wasn't just, like, lending out other people's possessions. But, like, you know, it was like, you know, he borrowed my copy of Mario Kart 64, and then was like, yeah, or my friend's copy, and was like, yeah, I'll give it back. And I don't think he ever gave it back to that guy either, by the way. And so, like, I got a lot of shit for that. I'm just like, you let him borrow my copy of Mario Kart 64. And I was like, you said you could. Or you said I could. And then he was like, well, you were supposed to get it back. And I was just like, like, the week before, right? Or the week after this happened, I was supposed to, like, hang out with him that weekend. And the guy had, like, a big house. I've never told this story on stream, and I love this story so much, because it's, like, it's, like, one of those, like, kids, you know? And I won't reveal how old I was in this story. I refuse to admit how old I was in this story, for the simple fact of just, like, this guy knows. This guy knows I did this. And like... We were both, like, I'll give you a hint in saying that it was just over the age where this kind of thing is acceptable, right? So I, as a little man with social anxiety, right? This is gonna be a funny story to hear. Was, let him borrow my copy of Mario Kart 64. Like, brought it to school with me that week, just to, like, hand it over and let him borrow it. And he took it, right? He went for it. And... you know, I was like, yeah, I'll see you this weekend and I'll get my copy back, right? Or not Mario Kart 64, fuck, Conker. Because my family were irresponsible and didn't know shit about old games and would just, like, buy me whatever I wanted. Because, like, old games were cheaper. And that's the thing about living in a poor household is, like, you're constantly, like, a decade behind on things. Or at least, like, half a decade. Because, like, you know, you've got no money for new shit. But back to shit, sorry. I go to his house that weekend, and he lives in a very, very large house. He lives in, like, a huge house, right? And so I was just like, I like, in the middle of the night, I hadn't been to the bathroom yet, so we were just hanging out for a couple hours, and he was like, I gotta go to bed. And And this guy went to bed, like, super early, so, like, I was like, alright, I guess we'll, yeah, I'll try to get some sleep. And I couldn't really sleep that well. And, ooh, I forgot to do that one over there. And so, I couldn't sleep, and I'm up, and I'm like, man, I've gotta take a wicked dump, dude. Like, I don't know where the bathroom is in this house, and, like, it's big enough that if I start opening doors, I'm probably gonna find it. But, like, there's a 50-50 shot I opened the door to, like, I knew his parents were still, like, up and around. And so I didn't want to just, like, be caught, like, up digging through doors and shit in their house. And, because, like, I was just looking for the bathroom is, like, the go-to excuse. And so I didn't want to wake him up either. Because, like, this guy was, like, you know, he was asleep. And he was, like, dead asleep. And I was like, I don't want to wake him. And so I just, like, social anxiety kicked in. It's like, that's super rude. I'm not waking him in the middle of the night to go, hey, dude, I gotta go poop, you know? And so it's just like, I'll hold it. I'll hold it. And I tried that. Didn't work. And so after a bit, I just, like, I was like, okay, I have to go now. If I'm not in a bathroom, if I'm not somewhere where I can take a dump in, like, 10 minutes, I'm gonna lose it, dude. What is he doing here? How did you get... Oh, you were probably on the bridge, huh? Well, you're not anymore, so die about it. Ah, right, shit story. I know, I keep getting distracted. I'm sorry, but, like, I was like, if I don't go now, I'm not gonna be able to go. And then I spot across his bedroom the, like, waste paper basket. And I need to clarify, it is, like, one of those, like, wire waste paper baskets that's meant for, like, you leave it at your desk, and you throw paper into it. And so, like, there's no bag in it. So my bright idea was as like a wee baby man, too old to be doing this, but still a wee baby idiot man, a socially underdeveloped child, was to take like half the paper out and just like shit into this waste paper basket and then like leave it, like just like wipe with a piece of paper and like just pile the rest of the paper on top and leave it. And, like, I hate to be telling this story live, because now it's out there. Now it's for everybody. But it's one of those icebreaker stories that's just like, yeah, right? And, like, so I would see the guy. I saw the guy a couple times after this, right? Just, like, because, like, we went to school together. So, like, I saw him, like, in the halls at high school and whatnot. And I didn't do this in high school, mind you. This is, like, years after the fact. Like, a few years after the fact. We kind of, like, reunited in high school a little bit in just the way that, like, we took opposite routes to get through our classes. And so, like, just about once a week, if not every other day, I would run into this dude and just, like, he would give me this, like, look. He would give me this look like, I know what you did. Because he never spoke to me after that. I went home the next day, he had no idea when I went home. Like, because, like, obviously who's, like, deeply looking into their waste paper basket on their way out the door, you know? And so, like, he had no idea when I left that I had done this. And so, am I one log short? I'm one log short. You gotta be kidding. And so, like, because he didn't know at the time, I went home scot-free. And then I, like, presumably he had to do something about it at some point. Like, he had to have noticed within, like, a day. There's no way that that went more than a day unnoticed. And so, like... this poor guy never spoke to me again. Kept my copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day. Which is a fair trade. Honestly, if I let you borrow one of my possessions that's like worth like $30, and then I proceed to shit in your trash can, I think you get like free reign, honestly, on just like, dude, you could rob me at knife point for shitting in your trash can, and honestly, that's understandable. Like, that is a genuinely understandable, very sane response to that scenario. Because, like, you know, what am I gonna do? I was mortified about it after the fact. Like, even at the time, like, immediately, within, like, that night, before I managed to pass back out, I was just, fuck, I've done it now. Like, there's no going back. It's over for me, dude. Lion Saber's sleepwalking? Do people sleep shit? Is that a thing people do? No way! Like, I guess like, maybe that would work, but like, dude, I was not able to, like, navigate that situation as a kid. Like, clearly, because my better judgment told me to, like, shit in a trash can. But, like, the thing about it was just that, like, I'm not gonna ask for my copy of the game back, dude. You can keep it. Honestly, like, not only, like, cause, like, it's like a super awkward thing of, like, hey, you still have my copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day. Can I get that back? You know, and it's like, no, dude. Because, like, then we're gonna have to address the fact that I shit in his trash can. Like, as two human beings old enough to know better, we're both gonna have to, like, live with, like, we're gonna have to sit in it and live with the fact that I shit in his trash can. And I couldn't take it. I was just like, no, we're not doing this. I'm not gonna acknowledge it. And so, like, I just let him keep the game. As just, like, penance, almost. I wasn't that fussed about it. I had already beaten the game, and it was, like, you know, it was, like, a gift. It wasn't one that I, like, bought myself or anything, so it wasn't, like, out any money because of it, really. And it was like a gift, not from like just like a random, just like, oh, I've got like a 30. I don't know. Your birthday's coming up. Why not? You know, just as like a little off thing. One of like the very rare times in my childhood where I like managed to get a gift and it wasn't like a holiday. Cause like again, we grew up broke. It wasn't like a parenting thing. It was just like we can't really afford to be buying things for our children every goddamn time they ask. You know. So, like, don't think ill, but there are many other reasons to think ill in that department. I mean, look how I turned out, of course there are. But, like, shitting in trash cans and whatnot. But, like, that was a long time ago, and so I really don't mind telling the story. It doesn't really embarrass me. It's just that, like, telling it this time is just, like, I'm doing this live in front of an audience, meaning this story is just out there now. This story just, like, will exist forever on the internet. And, like, it's a really fun, like, icebreaker story to tell at, like, gatherings and whatnot. Well, usually not at gatherings, but, like, if I'm in, like, a Discord call or whatever with some people that I don't know, and I need to really, like, I really need to, like, break a silence or, like, get my in. Like, that's usually a story that, like, humanizes me, because, like, I don't want to say humanizes, because it's like, that implies that people are looking at me and going, that is not a human being, that motherfucker is, like, a cryptid, what is he up to? Not that people don't do that, necessarily, but, here, I want to get a cool screenshot of my bridge. But, like, it's one of those things where, like, you know, when you don't know somebody, like, your immediate thought is like, oh, that's a guy, sure. Like, I'm not invalidating them as a human being, but, like, I don't know him, you know? He's not my guy. And then it really helps to, like, humanize me. I hate how much I have to, like, kill the rule of thirds in these screenshots, because, like, it applies in the thing. Like, the rule of thirds will look right on the VOD thumbnail. It just won't look right here. But it's a fun story to tell, because it gets me the right laugh out of people, where it's just like, ha ha ha, I can laugh at myself, isn't that something, you know? And, like, you're laughing, like, it makes it less about laughing at me and more about laughing with me. But it's like an awfully embarrassing story on the whole, but I'm not embarrassed by it, because it's like, I was young enough, like, that it doesn't reflect on me as a person today. At least not as much as I think it did. Because it was in middle school. Another hint to, like, where that age was at. And, like, I got plenty more to be embarrassed about from that era. It's the middle of the day. Why am I trying to sleep? You know? Anyway, that was a fun story to tell. I think that'll do it for me, though, folks. I think that's where we call it today. But don't go anywhere. We got a raid inbound. Fun things you can do. You can hit !socials, and that'll give you all the links to that'll give you my link tree, and then my link tree will give you my social media. But that'll be that. Or you can do !VODs, so that'll give you a link to my VODs channel. So what are we feeling, by the way? Are we feeling Minecraft? Do we want to go into like a Minecraft stream, or do we want to go to a Hunt Showdown stream with Heat Zone? Or we could go somewhere else entirely. Because I've got a couple Minecraft stream options. You're gonna tell everyone that you shit in a trash basket, and then laugh, and then run for it? Yeah, absolutely, I will. Anyway. Let's go see what Beans Cancelled is up to. They seem like they're having a cool funny. I think they could be having an alright time. I think that could be a fun person to raid into. So stick around. Go say hi. Go be nice. Are you familiar with them? I think I raided them before. I think that's who I raided last time. But they seemed nice last time, or if that's the same person as last time, I don't know. I'm super awful with people immediately. No, they were just in my suggested. They were also in my suggested. Suggested is really good at giving me, like, here's channels you could raid into that are doing similar things to you. Anyway, be nice, have a good day, be kind to each other, be beautiful. Don't tell them I shit in a trash can! I just realized the ramifications of telling that story and raiding somebody. Don't mention it. Keep your mouth shut. Anyway, I'll be going now. Have a good one. Don't mean to shit and dash, but no, yeah, be nice. And I'll see you around.